Hello!
All right. Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Temtalk. Uh, I forgot what I'm doing here. I don't even know.
Hi, my name's
Anyways,
Frisbee Kennedy, and I can't word.
I know, right? Welcome to Temtalk, a podcast about the creature collection MMO Temtem. I'm your host this week, Presby Kennedy, and we've got a very special episode planned for you. We tried very hard and we sent lots of messages, and featuring on today's episode, it's Gaijin Boo. Like, oh my goodness gracious, let me tell you. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
We've got Gaijin co-hosting and a special co-host plus OP, but our special guest this week is the community manager of Crema, the one, the only, the fantastic Tsukki. So Tsukki is the community manager for Crema and for the largest MMO. I believe it's the largest MMO that you guys publish or that you create, Temtem. And it is always wonderful seeing her interact with the community, and is kind of like our gateway into like what's happening behind closed doors at Crema. And she manages a lot of the social medias, I believe. Question mark?
All of them.
All of them. Okay, yes, all of them. And so we are super excited to have her on today. So with that, let's just jump into today's episode. So I sent all of these people our wonderful like behind the scenes script. We have an opportunity to ask Tsukki some questions later and some interview. And hopefully we'll have some space to talk with the community. The thing I did forget to do in the pre-show, Tsukki, was how much time you have. Should I be keeping an eye on the time?
I have all the time in the world for you guys.
All the time in the world? 26-hour Tim Talk. Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
We get everything answered today.
All right. So we always start off Tim Talk with we just kind of talk about our week, and then we jump into the episode. So I'd like to open that floor up to everybody. If anybody wants to like tackle this one first and just talk about your week. Tsukki, I don't know, like, how much time is there for you to play Temtem between all of like your responsibilities and stuff?
I actually don't get any time to play during my usual work day. And when you spend like 8-10 hours of your day on something, I don't have the energy to go into Temtem and play Temtem when I get back home. So that's why I'm still on the first island. No, I haven't gotten back in Wellford. Yes, that's who I am. I will get there, I promise, but I usually don't play that all that much.
All right, we need to all petition y'all. Like, there's enough power and force in the community to give like Tsukki just like an hour break at work. Yeah.
Now, when you say you don't have the energy, does this mean you haven't gotten past amnesia?
I haven't. No, I have
First
not.
Island, yeah.
First island.
Okay.
I'm not doing hardcore.
I'm
All right,
not.
so
Exactly.
change of course. This whole stream is just going to be us co-oping Tsukki's directly through the entire
Yes.
story.
Please carry me. Yes.
Let's not spoil anything for the story with Tsukki. Like, Max
No,
is your
I know-
best
I
friend.
know
It's
everything.
wonderful.
I know everything.
Like, you guys hug each
I
other.
haven't played. I don't know.
I'm just kidding. For me this week, I got two 5% radars at the top of the week, and oh my goodness gracious, I got a shoeing radar, which I don't care about the stupid danger noodle. I don't like that Temtem, but it's worth so much and it's so pretty that
it's a floating neon sign. It's gorgeous. How can you not care about it?
Yeah, I know. And so I did do my shoeing radar, and I did not get a Luma shoeing, but it's okay. I got some good furt, and I got a lot of things to release for my Free Tim Society. And now I'm working on my roller radar, which I will not be doing in the background of this episode. So don't worry about that. Just ignore what's on my other screen.
Gotta focus.
Yeah, I know. I'm at 284 on the roller radar, and I don't think I'm gonna get the roller either. So
Hey,
that's been my
consider
week,
yourself
just
lucky.
radars.
Although, honestly, Roller's probably... I know this is unpopular opinion. Roller's probably my least favorite of all Temtem.
Oh my gosh.
Even under Taifu.
I like Rotor. Rotor looks really, really cool. I don't know how you don't like string. I feel like any 5% Temtem already looks really cool, and you just
Yeah,
know it's super rare, right? So
yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
not as rare as before, cough cough Raiders, but hey, they're still pretty cool.
All right. So before we jump forward, Gaijin or
Am I
Plus, you
that
guys want to
low,
talk about
guys?
your
I
week?
keep seeing in
Turn
chat
up,
saying I'm
turn,
super
turn up,
low.
turn
Okay.
up plus OP.
I'll turn.
Am I
turn them
low?
up.
Do I need to get closer to the mic, guys? Mic check, mic check.
Hold on, I got you, Mister OP.
No,
Thank you, Mr.
it's probably
Kennedy.
just Discord. Kennedy has bad ears, so the audio checks aren't always great.
Well, I would argue I don't have bad ears. I have great headphones. Thank you very much. And
There we
the
go.
headphones
All right,
made
so we have to
everybody
do our
sound
mic
good.
checks with regular cheap $10 earbuds.
Oh, I have those. They freaking hurt my ears. These are wireless and they die all the time. So it's like whenever
For
there's an
ASMR
emergency.
nodders.
Yeah. All right, so let's move forward in the show. So right at the top of the show, I mentioned we had a very special segment, and I don't know what Tsukki has planned for this. I had a couple games that I was thinking about playing, but this is our segment called Tsukki Spoils Something. So do you enjoy your job, Tsukki? Because you don't need it anymore. Go ahead and you wrote that you did have something cool to spoil, like. I think what I would like to do is I would like to guess this. Can you give me one clue and I'll take 3 guesses and then I'll let you like take this away. Give us
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
love Tsukki clues because it's like our insight to try and see like how
Chat is
amazing your
saying,
brain works.
spoil us. Oh, we'll spoil you, chat. Don't you worry.
So you want to take a wild guess, or should I give you something to start on?
Give us something to start on.
I have something planned, but it will leave much space to imagination and guessing. It's pretty obvious. It's
Okay.
kind of with the theme of how we revealed the last time we revealed. You know, we gave you words and you have to put
Okay.
it all together. No, you have to fill in the blanks, okay? It's something coming in Sipangu. You ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
And is not
Everyone ready?
the tail Temtem? Is not
It's
that
not. It's
one?
something else. It's something everyone
Oh,
has
something
been wanting
new.
since forever. It's huge.
It's huge. Oh, it's another
It's
Wolder.
Why are you assuming it's a Temtem?
Oh,
It's huge. Is the hint? Huh?
Oh, that's it. That's it. That's the hint. Okay, it's huge. Let's see.
It's not a tower of sorts, is it?
the
Towers are
island.
wait. There's a message.
PR.
T.
TRPR. And are those just single
The
words?
The Tara
Oh,
Regis.
teleport!
Oh,
Teleport! Oh,
that
fast
was
travel!
cool.
Yes.
Oh my
I
gosh! Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, a little teleport action. That is amazing. So that's coming with Saipanku. That's really cool. Really, really
Are
cool.
we allowed to ask questions about it, or is that all we can know?
Let's ask about it. I'm
Okay.
allowed to give some info on it.
So in regards to teleport, is there specific locations in each island that you can teleport to, or like is it like temporiums or something like that, or is there just one specific location on each island?
There's some of them. Temporians have one, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Wow. And would it work like can you do it something like a smoke bomb? Like if you're in the middle of a cave, can you teleport somewhere from a random location, or do you always have to go to a teleport, station or something?
You'll be able to teleport from mostly everywhere in the map, but you'll only be able to go to certain points in the map.
Oh,
see.
that's so cool.
So do they work together
go ahead.
with smoke bombs, or is something different?
It's different in the sense, with a smoke bomb, you don't get to choose where you go. You just teleport to the nearest Temporium. With the teleport feature, you'll be able to choose where you go.
Okay. And is
Oh.
teleporting going to be free? I'm assuming yes. Is it?
You're asking
And probably not.
You're asking all. It will be free if you teleport to the Narwhal airports. everywhere else it will have a certain cost.
Okay. All right. I can get behind that because I think
Yeah.
there does need to be some kind of like pans on sync essentially. Something just because with MMOs and stuff like that, you have to get currency out of the equation. There has to be something to get rid of some of the currency because there's hoarders, right? And they just have billions of their dollars and they're just like the alpha heroes or whoever it is, the founders that have the sweet emote.
But yeah, this is super duper exciting to hear. It's gonna make like I'm gonna be jumping back into postal deliveries. Uh, finally, like
Yeah,
able to transverse Dennis.
it would probably make postal deliveries a lot easier.
So is there like a certain point in the story that you unlock this feature, or is it just going to be something that's added to the game once we get Sapanku?
It's gonna be tied to a side quest, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's really exciting. And I
Is
guess
it gonna be
final.
like a piece of gear?
What?
Is it gonna be like a piece of gear like the rock?
I will not
is
say because I
Graviton
think it's
plate?
really cool. I'll keep that detail
Oh.
because it's cool, yeah.
Okay,
How about you?
my final question that I will ask. You guys are free to ask more.
I have one more because of chat.
Yeah. Is it going to be like as long and epic as like the housing quests, or is it just going to be kind of like I don't know, like the egg the egg incubator quest, where it's just like go get me this, go get me that, beat up this.
I don't
dude.
know. That I don't know. I think
Okay.
it will be shorter than the housing update, but I can know for sure.
There we go. Now I want to know, is it like teleport everywhere from like island to island, or is it gonna be just island specific? Like, can you just go from anywhere, Dennis, all the way to Kisiwa?
Everywhere
Everywhere?
from anywhere
Wow,
to
that's
everywhere.
that's gonna be really,
But
really cool.
but there's a small is
Caveat.
tiny detail. There will be certain teleport points that you will have to unlock before you can use them as your destination. So you won't be able
Okay.
to teleport to somewhere you haven't been yet.
Okay, that's cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that
And
sounds amazing.
in chat, Lord Turtle Monk asked, so
Ah,
are you?
wait. Happy birthday, Turtle!
Oh,
Ooh,
it's
happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
It's his birthday, yeah.
Turtle.
happy
Teal's
birthday,
birthday.
Turtle. Are people going to be able to teleport to the breeding centers or or their houses or just temporiums?
Temporiums are one of the places where you can teleport, and then there's others. I think there will be significant places. I'm guessing, absolutely guessing, I haven't talked about anyone about this. I'm guessing the breeding center BB1 because
Okay.
it's
It's
sort of
very
important,
and right now where there's only one, we don't know if there will be more. Fingers crossed. But right now where there's only one, being able to teleport there would make all the difference in the world to breeders, which are the backbone of the competitive community. Thank you guys.
Thank you. I bought a 7 out of 7 Yowler
Yo,
from somebody this week. So thankful. Go ahead, Tsuki. I cut you off.
yo is
Mm-hmm.
saying the breeding center and Atoll Row will both have teleport points.
Oh ho ho ho! That's
Yeah, and I,
wonderful.
s- I see him
Yeah.
saying the reasoning behind it being paid Panson feature is because we're worried that the world gets empty if you can teleport everywhere freely. So we would give players the option to do so, but not consistently. I see. So he's worried that, we don't get the liveliness of people running around. That's really cool. I like that idea too.
It makes a lot of sense because this way too, like I feel like with the ability to teleport and something chat discussed, because we've actually been discussing the teleport feature and that it might be coming, is that with the ability to teleport without consequence, nobody's going to walk anymore.
Walk.
Clearly,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
the game that you guys worked so hard to craft and build for us, and then all of a sudden teleport comes along and it's like walking who dis. Like goodbye beautiful scenic views, goodbye incredibly gorgeous game. I don't need you anymore. I can just teleport wherever I want. um, so that makes a lot of sense, and I think it's a really cool idea.
Yeah, just wait until mounts are introduced. All right. So, do you guys want to spend any more time on that before we move forward?
I think we've covered a pretty good amount of that there.
There's nothing else I could tell you, even if you asked.
Well, that I added that section jokingly to the note document of Tsukki spoils something, and that just warms my heart. Like this morning, that we actually. I don't know. We're gonna get teleportation. I called this on the last Temtalk, so that is fan-flipping-tastic and so fun. All right, so let's jump into our host questions, and then we've got some community questions, and then maybe we can get some questions from chat going on later. But just the very prevalent question, and Tsukki, this wasn't in the notes document, so I'm going to kind of blindside you with this one. What all the community wants to know. You tweeted out the statistics for Temtem a couple weeks ago for the 1-year anniversary, and said the highest TMR reach was 2,153. And we all know for a fact Yaw has 7,000 TMR. And if Yaw's 7,000 TMR was not earned legitimately, what plans does Crema have to ban him? All right, go ahead, Tsukki.
Guys, I cannot disclose all information in public. This is something that is handled internally. I will have a serious talk with the person and make sure he doesn't do it again.
Okay. I'm just joking with you.
I think the only way to handle this is to have Yaw verse the #1 TMR player.
Yes.
And winner takes the TMR spot.
Winner takes the company. Let's go.
Winner takes the TMR spot. So whoever wins gets the 7,000 TMR spot.
Okay, that's fine.
We can't have winner takes the company. Tataru already owns it, so this has happened once. We're protecting our Crema.
Good luck trying to get it from Tataru. I won't allow this to happen. Monka S.
All right, so let's jump into our host questions. So I'll start this section off, Tsukki, with something that's probably going to help shape the rest of how all of this goes. So a lot of people ask you for things that seem to be outside of your role. And so the first question we have for you today is, what is your role and what are your responsibilities at Crema? So we can kind of help understand, what your day-to-day life and I guess responsibilities are.
So I'm the community manager and I manage the social media, and I handle things with player interaction, the Discord, anything that has to do with simple questions I can answer. I do the writing on many of the communications you guys get from us. So I don't know anything about design. That doesn't fall anywhere near my responsibilities. So that's why I can say, is this going to be this way or that way? I do look into things. But I'm not allowed to disclose most of them, even if I look into them. I don't know. I just handle anything that has to do with one player or more. From one player to anything else. That's mine.
Okay, so how often, and I guess this is me trying to understand a little bit better of your shoes. So the community all the time asks you things that are outside of your role, but inside of Crema, how often do things outside of your role fall on your desk? I know for me personally at my job, people will ask me, I work with students and stuff, and they'll ask me oh, hey, by the way, can you call this family? It's I work with students. I don't do family outreach. This isn't me, but okay. How often do you get things from Crema that are a little bit outside of your wheelhouse?
They actually don't give me those sort of things. I ask for them because I really like my job. I really like engaging with the community. And if I find something that someone else, usually someone that's busier than me, has to do, I would say, hey, I can do this. Hey, I can do that. So it's me actually asking for more work. Sort of.
And Tsukki, how long have you been community manager since the very beginning of Temtem, or was it something... Because I think you said the first everyone you did was around Kisiwa, right? So did you start around that time? Or...
No, I joined, it's going to be a year in a few weeks, a month after early access launch.
Okay. So basically when Temtem came out, right? Or not when it came out, but a month into it. Okay. Real cool. Hey, Kennedy, you see what's going on in the chat?
I do. I don't even know what a
Yeah,
hype train is. This has never happened.
Well, hype trains are basically when people support you enough, it triggers a hype train. And then, they have a limited time to earn emotes. Irrelevant to the podcast, but thank you guys. We love you.
Gaijin, do you want to take the next question?
Yeah, sorry. Hold on here. Yeah, I do. Oh, this is my favorite question.
Yeah, I know which one to say.
Why doesn't Tataru have an evolution? I know it's not in your wheelhouse, but I don't care, and I want to know.
I have an answer. I've been thinking about this all week. And why would something as perfect, such an absolute unit as that there is, need an evolution? He's perfect the way he is. That's it.
Listen to her. She. This is why she's the community manager. I came to her up in arms about this. Immediately diffused the situation. Here
Perfectly.
I am. I am here for this. That is the perfect response. You're 100% right.
There we
Bruno
go.
Mars.
Although I will say he needs Electro Punch. For any Crema employees that are listening, Tataru needs Electric Punch. I mean, he's got Noxious Bomb, he's got Turbo Choreography, he's got Stone Ball. We might as well give him Electro Punch. One of each element. Let's go.
The Avatar.
So, Tsukki, do you feel the same way about Saipat and Pigapek? Are they perfectly perfect as little Temtems too?
Saipan could have an evolution in a realm of possibility, but I don't think Pike needs anything else. Like he's
Okay. Oh, so Saipat, interesting. Okay.
No, in the
You
sense
heard
that
it here first, guys. You heard it here first.
just in the sense that I could see it evolving. Well, I don't see Pike evolving because it's in its nature being small, round, and cute. Saipan isn't exactly cute. So all the Saipan fans, he's cool, not cute.
He's
There we
supposed
go.
to be terrifying though, because Nico Sai is easily one of the coolest animations in the game, and two, it destroys my Velage. Come on, guys, stop using it on me in ladder.
2 words. It's good.
Ouch! There we go. Tsukki
That's
with
good.
with the
I'm
fighting
working on
words.
Okay. So on that note, Tsukki, I have a question for you. So we have had another Crema staff member, Q Angel, on the show before, which we were super appreciative of. But during that segment, we did ask Q Angel who would win in a competitive match on even footing, him, Ya, or you. And Q Angel said he could beat you in a competitive match. So with that, I would like to fan this rivalry just a little bit more. Do you ever play competitive matches against other staff members in the office?
I don't. And he would probably most definitely win me in match. I'm not good with math. I'm not good with the strategy, and competitive is all about that. I will probably suck when I get there. So he'll win.
Ooh, Ya says the real question would be who would win, Q Angel or Shuni?
That's the real question.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right, so what you're saying, Ya, is Temtem is going to have a Twitch stream, and Shuni and Q Angel are going to verse each other on stream.
I would watch the
Can we
mess
do
out of
that?
that.
Yeah.
Because that would be awesome.
Yeah,
fully
guys, we
support
gotta
that.
set that up. That sounds so
Go.
fire. Yeah. Or hey, TM saying it even better. A Crema staff tournament. Everyone, and
would
we'll
be
maybe see those
cool.
guys in
I
the
would fully
finals.
support Supanku being pushed back another couple of days just to have a
Wait,
Crema
Gaijin.
Hey, it'll be ready when it's ready, okay? I want it to be
Okay.
perfect and beautiful. I don't want it to be rushed. And if we get to see all of them duke it out in a tournament, I'm fine.
I agree.
Because come on, they're not going to have time after because bug fixes.
True.
If a human makes it, humans break it. That's how it works.
So this next question, it was actually submitted by a not a member of the community, a TM trainer, but we thought it was important enough that we wanted to move it up a little higher in the document. So Is there anything, Tsukki, you can share about your like day-to-day processes, like what you do each day as far as like your workflow? I remember Q Angel gave us some insight to his, and it was like really, I don't know, mind-opening to kind of see like how he works on, you know, bug fixes and stuff throughout the day.
Um, my work is different because Q Angel works in a team and I was on my own most of the time. But yeah, to give you guys an idea, when I get to the office or when I wake up, whichever one happens first, uh, I usually answer private messages everywhere because it's usually the lightest task I have. It's not taxing. I answer questions. I check what's happened the night before because at some point in my life, I have to say, I'm not checking any social anymore because if I didn't, I'd be glued to my phone all day. I check what happened. I have an eye on the Discord at all times. That's why everyone thinks I'm omnipotent. And once that's done, I get on with whatever I'm doing that week. Some weeks is planning, other weeks is actually writing something. There's scheduling. There's how are we going to leak this or that. I ask for the things I want because I'm not exactly with graphic design and art, so I have to ask for those things, and I usually have to plan ahead because there's gotta be a small opening for that. And things happen, you know. There's not 2 days that are the same at my job. I usually have a mindset and I say, I'm going to work on this. And then something else completely unrelated pops up. And I get to that and then I go back. I move back and forth between a million tasks.
So before we move on to the next question, follow up on that. What's been I guess outside of COVID, what's been like the wildest shakeup where you've kind of had like a workday planned at the office and then something gets in front of you and it's like, oh my gosh, what? Like what's been the wildest thing that's happened that's completely diverted your plans?
I don't know if, I mean, to start with, everything that shakes my plans never happens when I'm at the office because it's like the other side of the world, and then I wake up from my nap and something's on fire, and I have to take the rest of the evening for that. But to give a concrete example that I think that was fun, when we were going to announce Temtem launching on PS5, I was given a date and time, and then like the day before or the day prior to that, I was told it'll be tomorrow, and it was 8 p.m. at night, and I said, "Okay, yes, we're not sleeping today." And we managed. We managed.
Oh, that is wonderful to hear. I do remember like reading all of those posts, and for me, I guess it was kind of sudden of like, oh wow, this is cool. But yeah, I didn't even think about like the amount of stress that might have put on the rest of the team.
I worked
Oh,
like 11 or 12 hours in one go that day.
oh man.
There's days
Jeez.
that are like that. You know that when you sign up for this job.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And launches are never easy. I mean, especially, you're launching on a whole new platform. And I mean, thank goodness you guys completely scrapped the whole PS4 and Xbox One. Like, no offense to people that own them, but being able to work on the PS5 and Xbox Series X exclusive, I mean, greatly diminishes all of the extra work you have to do because they're very close architecturally to PCs. So I feel like it might be a little bit easier for that. But just in general, like the original PS4 and the Xbox One, like they're a lot different. And having to have your guys' already small team diversified to work on all these different types, like I think it was a good idea, but man, launching on a new console has got to be very taxing for everybody.
It was a whole different community I had never been in touch with because I'm a PC player. If anything, I'm a Switch player, but I have never owned a PS5. Well,
Yeah.
like most of the people, anyway.
None of us do.
Yeah. But I haven't been eager in the PS4 community or anything like that. So I had to learn how to communicate with all these people who were floating in day one. But it was good. It was good. It was actually pretty entertaining. Everything was well prepared. Nothing broke. Nothing caught on fire. So
Well, that's good. I mean, fires can be exciting, but not during a launch. So I'm going to jump down the list a little bit because it's on the topic of, your your job and how long things, sometimes your days are long and stuff like that. So has being the community, I know we talked about it a little bit before stream, but I think it's an interesting question for people who are here. Has being the community manager for Temtem affected your sleep schedule? And if so, have you had to get up in the middle of night to put out?
Um, you know, I'm my one talent in life is sleeping. So if I'm that's it.
Nothing to make
I'm
you do
sorry I missed it, but I have had to wake up early for things like this. I woke up at like 5:30 a.m. for the PS5 launch day, the actual launch day. And then there's times when it because of the way time zones are configured or happen, it usually catches me at night. So I don't go to bed until late, but I don't wake up in the middle of the. No, I don't.
No, you just get in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's probably the best policy. I mean, luckily for you, you're not managing servers or anything like that. Because if a server goes down, then is it John Hacker that handles a lot of that stuff? Yeah, John Hacker's got to get up and go take care of it, no matter what
Yes.
time it is.
Something that's completely with something that we cannot predict, it might take a bit for us to get to know that, because if no one manages to wake the other people up, you're stuck with us until we wake up. It's happened with the sci park a couple of times before, where something was off and it took us a couple of hours to get to it because we were not awake at the time. Remember when the sci park reset at like
With
6
Riber, and they
a.m.
were basically perfect.
That was super old school. Yeah.
The job, you guys don't understand.
I'm sure that was super frustrating because all the people that got those were so excited, and then everybody who didn't get them were furious that they missed it, and you guys should fix it and put it back so that we can get perfect ones too. And how dare you take this away from us? The nerve, the audacity.
Was there ever little talks about taking those drivers away within Crema or anything? Did you hear about stuff like that at the time?
I was super new and I was really
Okay.
intimidated by my bosses. So Rial. So I just asked questions and I said, "Is this normal? Are we sure this is normal?" And they said, "No, let's take it back." And I was like, "Okay." I didn't ask. I don't know. It just happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think taking them away would have been a very bad call. So hopefully there was no talks about that because it's not the community's fault that a bug happened. So punishing people because that doesn't seem too fair. And a couple extra perfect temps meanwhile isn't a huge deal at that point. Telemar hacks were actually usable on non-OTs, so there was already way too many perfect Lumas at the time.
I even know some people that still have theirs. Funny enough, like they're just saving them. I don't know why. It just happened from so long ago.
I think about
nobody's taking Nacho away from him. Yeah, if you could take Nacho away from TM Trainer for a couple of hours, give him a lesson. That'd be cool.
I think about the Kisela release. And when we were finally able to go and hunt for Pocus and Hocus out in the wild, and people were getting banned from that spot for something. And yeah, Q Angel talked about it a little bit on the episode. But yeah, I just kind of like imagine those kind of nightmare scenarios of just like, oh gosh.
That happened before my time. It was a couple of weeks before I got there.
Oh.
Really? Wait.
Wait, no. It was two different times. So originally, when the game released, people could hunt Hocus, and that was a bannable offense for exploiting. But it got added back, or rather, the area unlocked in Kisawa, and Q Angel said there was some issue with an item in people's inventory that was causing the. Yeah, and so I don't know all of what happened, but I just remember people would go and hunt for Pocus, and then they'd get banned the next morning.
These things happen. These things happen. This is it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's early access, but again, shout out to the team for getting on these things so fast, and the people who do wake up out of their sleep. We are thankful for. Gaijin, go ahead.
I do want to say one thing to the people watching the podcast later and people who are watching now, and Q Angel. First of all, Q Angel, I want to apologize for asking you a bunch of questions outside your wheelhouse. We got kind of yelled at about that when we announced doing Tsukki. And to everybody here watching and that will be watching, you know, we keep in mind we are regular people. We get just as excited as you. Our fanboyism takes over. We just want to know everything about Temtem, whether the person knows or not. We want to try and pull it out of them. So we're going to try and do better this time to not ask a bunch of questions that have nothing to do with Tsukki, that she has nothing to no possible answer. We'll try to do better. We love you, but remember, we're
Tell him to
super
come again.
fans of this too.
Yeah. All right, Tsukki. So next question: what's the formula to calculate the circumference of the Earth? I'm just.
Hi guys.
She said no math.
I'm just kidding. Gaijin, so you skipped around in the document. Did you want to ask your question from above, or did you just want us to move on?
No,
I
I
have-
can ask that. Are we looking at the one under the host question,
Yes. But
Yeah,
Plus, I think
do you-
Plus
do
had
you want
something he wanted to say.
or do you want to ask your own?
Yeah. Just to get to know Suzuki a little bit more, she mentioned earlier before the show that she actually learned her English through video games. So I just want to know, is there any like specific video game that you would consider like your all-time favorite? Since you said you're a PC player, what is your all-time favorite video game? And you can't say Temtem.
I'll be honest, my favorite ever video game is Portal 2.
Oh, okay.
Too.
That's on Switch though, right?
I don't know. I have no intention of playing
This is
through
my-
it again because I'm afraid it would change my memories of it.
That's the racing game, right?
No.
Wait, Persona, right? Persona 2?
Sorry, sorry,
You know, the one with Portal Gun,
Yeah.
GLaDOS.
sorry. The audio clipped out for me a little bit.
Oh, Portal. I noticed that I wasn't. I didn't hear right. I think Arjun's right. The audio cut a little bit, but
It's,
Portal, yes, that's amazing. That's really
I
cool.
like Persona. Persona 3 is my favorite one on the saga, and I had a Yukari avatar when I joined the Discord server and all that. But my favorite one ever is Portal 2.
Portal 2, I honestly think that Portal 2 actually really does age well. Even today, it still looks really good. It's super fun to play. I played it recently. I feel like it does age well, but I totally understand that. You play these games and you just get like, you have these memories of them, and then you go back and play them and you're like, oh no, it's ruining everything. Like I've been too afraid to go back and like play Final Fantasy VIII all the way through because Final Fantasy VIII and 9 are two of my favorite games. But I'm like, they re-released them, but they're not in Super HD. They're all pixely, and I'm like, oh no.
For me, mine is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Every time I play through it,
Yes.
I like it less. Like I loved the game when I played through it
Oh,
originally, and the second time it's like, yes, this is great. And then the third time I was like, ah. And then the fourth time I'm just like, you know what? Wind Waker might be my favorite Legend of Zelda game.
No, Majora's Mask all the way. I loved it so much. I know a lot of people hate it because time management for kids is not a thing, but it was a super cool design. I loved it so much.
All right, so let's move on in the document. Have you managed any other game communities before Temtem, Tsukki?
I have, but it was nothing like this. I used to work for a mobile game company that made soccer games. I don't like soccer at all. And it was a whole different thing.
What?
People were, give me coins, give me gems, give me this or that. It wasn't the same feeling as a community we have here.
Yeah. I can definitely understand that coming from like a mobile game where a lot of the game is based around like in-app purchases and coins and all that stuff. Like I feel like people just want. Now here it's give us Lumas. Why didn't I get a Luma? How come I can't find a Luma? Give me my 5-5 fish. Give me my 5-5 fish, guys. I've been here for 28 hours.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you send Suki a message asking for a Luma, your Luma rate increases by like 2 point.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Or negative. points.
Oh, negative. Yeah,
No,
negative 2 times.
As in, you don't spam her. Suzuki, I'm impressed that you live in Spain and you don't like football or you don't like soccer. Is that common? Because I would imagine Spain has been one of the best teams. I feel like ever, right? So did you
it's
just
more
not grow up with it? Like your family didn't like football or soccer?
at all. My brother is a huge football fan. My father is a huge football fan, soccer fan. But I was never. I'm not really into sports. I'm more of a naps kind of person. So I guess that's why.
I see.
You are
Cool.
speaking to my heart, Suki. Right now, we're getting really close to the Super Bowl in America, and it's American football and stuff. And I play. I'm in a guild for a different MMO I'm in, and everybody is just talking about numbers and statistics and these people that I don't know about. And I'm just like,
What
this is cool, but can we talk about the game I like and love, please?
what is the Super Bowl? It's all about the Puppy Bowl. Let's be
Oh,
honest.
the puppy, that's nice.
Oh yes.
The Puppy
Is
Bowl
there a
is the
kiddie
only
bowl?
thing that matters. No, I don't think there's a Kiddie Bowl. There should be.
Yeah.
They just have the Puppy Bowl. Puppies are a little easier to get to do stuff. We know how cats just like to sleep all day. They wouldn't do much. They'd just be doing this.
Oh.
So we do have some cool stuff from the community I do want to get to. So Gaijin, do you want to hit up your next question?
Yeah. So my next question is: so what part of your job would you consider the most difficult?
Say again. I was focused
Uh,
on the chat.
Okay, it's moving very fast. Yeah. What part of your job would you consider to be the most difficult?
There's harsh news, and nobody likes being the one to deliver harsh news. You know how people usually kill the messenger, and
Yup.
people get really frustrated. People take it personal. I really cannot manage well when people start insulting my coaches, the Crema team, because I'm there because I see how hard they work. So I really take that to heart. I hate it. It makes me feel super frustrated. I get super angry. I get mad. That's the worst part. When people go all out on my Crema peeps, I lose it.
I can definitely understand that, like, because you're there every day. You get to see how hard they're working. And people here playing the game, all they see is that there's no update. And they just assume that because there's no update, they obviously aren't doing anything. And that's super unfair. Like, people don't. I feel like gamers, we play the games and, we have these ideas of how easy it is to make a game. And it's not. Like, it's a lot of work, a lot of time and effort goes into it. So I can understand that, and I can see why that would be the most difficult part of your job, because this essentially becomes your family. Like,
Yeah.
you're with these people all the time. You see how hard they're working, and to see these people online being like, they aren't doing anything, they've given up on the game. Like, come on, guys. Just because they're working hard on an update and aren't talking about everything they're doing doesn't mean that nothing's happening.
I don't know. I'm on the side of the community on this one. If Suki wouldn't tell us that the game was delayed, the game wouldn't be delayed. Like, it's clearly. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right, we can remove Kennedy from the podcast.
Okay, so I guess building off of that one, then this might just be a me thing, but I was wondering for you, do you ever have dreams or nightmares about Temtem? Because
That's a
I
good one.
definitely do, and I just host a Temtem podcast. I don't even, work with it in my life.
This comes at right the perfect moment because just last week I dreamt that I did something huge, terribly. So I don't know what it was. It wasn't specified, but the whole community as a whole, not just these people here or those people there, the whole community canceled me, and it was all out. Everyone was saying like, "How can I hire this person? How is she here? Whatever." And yo told me like, "I'm not you, but try to keep a low profile, take some days off," and it sounded super ominous. And I woke up so stressed, thinking it was something
Wow.
I could take it to my dreams. Yeah, the things that I work with, the things that stress me out or I worry about, all those happen in my dreams too. Yeah, so please don't cancel me.
Yeah, that's so crazy. That's a nightmare, 100%. That's crazy that you dream about that. I wonder what that means. I'm just trying to think about it now. I mean, of course, it could be like one of your big fears right now. That's really cool. For a second there, I forgot you said dreams. I thought that was really happening. I'm like, wait a second, what did I miss? I'm like, wait, what? Cancel Tsukki.
Thankfully, you didn't know.
So
My
never, guys, never cancel.
yes, we love and appreciate you. My latest Temtem nightmare was I ran from a Luma Shuin, and I woke up and I was just like, no, please.
I can see that being a very real fear for you though. Like, because I remember like how irritated people got just because there was typos in like the SciPark notes, and it's like, come on, guys, these are people, and yeah, sure, like they are the company, but people make mistakes. Like, people, nobody's perfect. People are not perfect. They make mistakes. When I write stuff, I make mistakes all the time. When I talk, I make mistakes. Like, like I feel like people just, I don't know. Sometimes they overreact to stuff.
People
I don't
are.
mind.
Oh, go ahead,
Mistake
Tsukki,
I've
go
made.
ahead.
I don't mind owning up to it. Like the cyber typos were probably my thing, or something that had not translated well in the document or something like that. And that's easy, I apologize, I own up to it, and I change it. But when it's things like you can control, things that have happened, like the sort of situation we are now, that stresses me out a lot, and I live in fear.
So, Gaijin, you said people aren't perfect, but I would like to propose a counter argument. Y'all's TMR. So, your witness, please.
We've already established that Suki's going to be yelling at him about this.
Okay.
With Senor Platt to see who really deserves this TMR.
All right. Do you want to hit up the next question, Gaijin?
One second here.
Or you can let Bean ask it. That super cute cat.
Bean can ask it too. So I already asked what the hardest part of being the community manager was, but my other question and counterpoint to that is, what is your favorite part of being the community manager for Temtem? And has anything like ever made you like really super happy? Like, has something happened that just blew your mind and just really made it all worth it for you?
This is going to be super obvious, but launch days are a blast. It's stressful, but it's super fun.
Nap some
I
food.
love everyone come together. I love seeing the reactions that people have when they reach the new island, see something new. I love when the whole Discord chat spams an emote or something like that, something that's positive, not angry spamming. I love those things. I'm proud of certain things, but I think the community has done most of the work. I'm really thankful for all of you guys. I also have a lot of fun spoiling things. If I could, if y'all let me, I would spoil so many things. I would spoil everything.
Well,
do it.
don't worry. When you get him banned, from Crema for, manipulating TMR, then you'll be in charge, Tsukki. You'll have the keys.
Suki's not a leaky faucet. She's a hydrant with the top blown out.
I see everyone chat. Let her loose.
Okay, I'll jump on the next one then, because this was one I've been wondering too. Do you have any wild hobbies like outside of gaming? I guess I will expand this. Do you have any hobbies, wild or regular?
You don't have to be like an avid parachute person.
I was gonna say that because I've actually been skydiving a couple of times, and I guess that's the wildest sort of thing. Apart from that, I'm very normal. I keep fish. Apart from my cats, I nap a lot. I watch a lot of movies and series.
So you are a cat. You nap, and you watch TV.
I am.
I don't know if I know any of the TV shows you watch, but is there any like TV show that really has your interest right now? If it's inappropriate, you don't have to share it.
No,
but...
whoa.
What kind of TV show would she be watching?
Yeah, Kennedy. What kind
No,
of
I
shows
was
you been watching?
like I don't know, horror shows or
Skin
stuff.
specials all day.
Myself, the people at the office already know. I'm really into Korean dramas, K-pop, the whole Korea shenanigans. So that's what I watch most of the time.
That's awesome. What's your favorite K-drama and your favorite K-pop song?
My favorite
Wow.
K-pop, I can choose one K-pop song, but I'm a Twice
5.
fan.
Let's go with 5 if you want.
Twice. And my favorite K-drama would be It's Okay Not to Be Okay, which is super good. And if you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Okay, and what was the song again? Discord kind of.
It wasn't a song. It's a group. Twice. It's a girl group.
Twice.
Twice.
I love Twice.
Likey, right?
Yeah, I can't believe you guys know it.
Yeah.
We should all do the dance here today, right?
No.
Oh, whoa.
Gaijin Boo can talk, but he cannot dance.
Oh, come on, Gaijin. For Temtem, for Crema,
Hold on. We'll dance for you.
for Tsukki, for y'all.
Yeah. I think
I really don't
Special
know the
is my
dance,
favorite
though.
song that they do. But yeah, Twice is good. Twice is
Twice.
really good.
I was not expecting to find kinder souls in here today.
Yeah, I've actually never watched a K-drama myself, so maybe I'll check it out. You said it's okay to not be okay?
Yeah,
Okay, I mean, it sounds cool. The title's pretty cool.
it's really
Yeah, I
good.
know a little K-pop, here and there.
Dramas are amazing.
I bet Q Engel is fuming because he picks he gets on my nerve with this. They call me Korea, they call me all sort of things, and that everyone is so supportive of it. Take that. Take that.
I was listening to Gaijin stream the other night, and he had probably a 24 minute just spiel about one of the animes he was into, and I was just like, Gaijin is such a freaking weeb, but I love him.
Super weeb. We all have the things that we like. I am a super weeb, but I also have watched The Office like a million times. That's probably not even over exaggerating.
Yeah.
Gaijin, I know there's a question on the document that is very near and dear to your heart next. Do you want to tackle it?
Yeah, so I know, calm down, community. I know this isn't in her wheelhouse, but it is an opinion. Which Temtem, if you had to choose, would be the mascot for Temtem? Because we've had this discussion a few times, and people always have different opinions. But I'm curious, as someone who's seen them a lot longer than anybody else, and a lot of them, who would you pick?
This one's tough, because we sort of have an official man. He's over there. Like, BKB has been the face of Temtem for a long while. And then April Fools rolled in, and I thought, I really like Tateru for this. And I sort of made him the CIO.
Yeah.
So I would say it's tied between those two. Any of them could represent Temtem a lot. I feel like BKB is more colorful and vibrant, so it catches your eye more. But I really like Tateru and all the possibilities of him being mischievous and nice, whatever.
I like this.
Yeah, it makes sense why the Pig and Peg were the plushies. Hey, are more coming out in the future? I would imagine so, right? Yeah, fingers crossed for sure. I want one of those.
Yeah,
let me buy, after the game is finished, let me buy t-shirts, let me buy plushies.
I think all of it, in the pipeline, huh?
That's all of my money. I'll just sign my direct deposit right to Crema.
I said something about that to Yao and Enrique the other day. Like, if you ever do some merch, please let me know beforehand. I will invest all the money you pay me into this.
There we go.
I entered the karaoke competition that that I guess either Crema or Damien was like hosting for the Pick-a-Peck plushie. Like that was my goal. Oh, go ahead. I cut you off.
No, the both of us, Damian and I, were working together on that.
Oh, okay. That's super cool. This isn't on the document, but I guess I'll ask like a follow-up on that. And if you don't have an answer, that's super cool. Is there any plans for like more cool competitions like that?
There will, yeah. I'm open for suggestions if you guys want to see a competition on something that hasn't come up yet. Because I really like fan art, but I think we've seen enough fan art contests, so I'm open for different things. So
what we haven't seen enough is fan art contests for new custom surfboards and new custom in-game shirts
Ooh.
featuring community fan art.
That's actually pretty cool, you know? If y'all listening, you just have to sell the idea to him.
Because all you guys would do is just release the template. Like here's the dimensions we would need it to fit on, and then see what the community puts together, and then winner gets like their own surfboard already for free and everything, and named after them or whatever. That'd be super cool.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all Luna in chat says writing contests. I will say I'm a much better writer and I'm a much better dancer than I am a singer.
Y'all
So,
let me do fanfic already.
yeah. All right. Let's see. Where were we? Ooh. This one's fun. If you could add one thing to Temtem without needing anyone else's approval, what would you add?
This thing. Like everyone knows, I've been pushing an agenda to have Molingo in game. I don't mind if it's just the name. I don't mind if it's just the theme. I promise I'll work super hard, y'all. Please let me have my Moling.
All right.
What was the name? Molingo?
His name is Ringo, like the Beatle, Ringo Starr. But we call him,
Ringo?
yeah, Ringo. But we call him
Okay.
Molingo. It's like his pen
Molingo.
because he's
All right,
sick.
so everybody in chat, we need to at Yaw in chat.
Molingo.
Let Molingo through. Let Molingo in.
Let me.
Guys, hashtag let Molingo in. Start it up. Start the craze.
I did not know
We
you
got
named your
Momo.
cat after the Beatles drummer. That is wonderful. It's so funny.
He was this close to being called kebab. So he got bulleted.
So I guess follow-up question on that. Are you a Beatles fan?
I am like everyone else, I think.
Okay, fair.
Everyone likes the Beatles, you know.
I sometimes catch myself just randomly singing Come Together. Now, if there's a Come Together karaoke competition, I could probably knock that one out of the water. Or out of the park.
But too.
Gaijin, do you want to hit up our last question from the hosts? And then we can get into some of our community questions?
Already asked. So let me
Oh,
ask
snap. I wasn't even listening to you.
I could get a question here.
from Crema. Actually, we'll let Plus ask this question from the Crema team.
Wait, from the Crema team. Wait,
Oh, no.
What are
I
you
think
talking
Plus
about?
had one of his own. Go ahead, Plus.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just interested. So, kind of a little random question. But Tsukki, where do you see Temtem in, let's say, 5 years? Where would you say? Where would you see Temtem in your eyes in like 5 years?
In 5 years, I believe it will be like a sort of niche game, the sort of game that people go back to when they feel like playing a monster taming thing. I don't know if it will hold on like super active for that all that while, but you see
Okay.
other MMOs having people logging in like 9 years after it launched. So I'm hoping for a long lifetime of Temtem.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm right there with you.
I think a lot of people forget that monster taming games are generally still, while a lot of them are very popular and millions of people buy them, the majority of those people beat the game and then stop playing the game. Like,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people forget that. And
Mhm.
like, even so, for example, obviously the biggest name in the game, Pokemon Sword and Shield, when it first came out, had like hundreds of thousands of viewers on Twitch, and now we're looking at maybe 5 to 10,000 a day. Like, these people that play these games, they're not all like me, Plus, Kennedy, and everybody else here. They don't come back every day because I love this. I want to play this. This game's amazing. They beat the story. They like the story. They like catching some. They catch maybe one shiny, one Luma, and then that's it.
I'll pose
that's a
a
killer.
counterpoint to that, Gaijin. I like playing lots of MMOs, and I think one of the most refreshing things about an MMO, and I think one thing that Temtem offers to this genre of game that most other games don't have, is that when you come back to an MMO, it's really cool interacting with the new with all the stuff that you had like before. And for me, I played World of Warcraft like since Classic, and I just started playing again in Shadowlands. And it's really cool returning to a game that, you know, lost my interest, but coming back to and having like all of my past work and everything there and all of like the little toys and stuff I collected on my account to play with. And that's one of the things that kind of keeps my interest in like Guild Wars 2, in that like I build up this history on my account of just things that I've accrued. And I think Temtem has a very good opportunity to offer that, as far as like, you know, all the Lumas you collect and all of the perfect Tims that you train and everything. And into the future, there's kind of social capital that drives people back to MMOs with I don't know, I don't want to say a sunken time or sunken cost fallacy or whatever, but kind of like, I don't know, an investment that is very fun to return to games, even after your enthusiasm for them might have died.
See, I never said that people wouldn't return. I just said that most people play this type of game, beat it, and then stop. But yes, the MMO aspect of it will probably draw people back. And again, if they continue to release content, obviously that would be something that draws people back every time.
We can have this discussion on another Tim Talk. We got a super special guest here, and like,
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you know what I was mainly trying to get at. Do you think? I guess it does depend on like the success of Temtem on full release. I was saying, like, in your opinion, do you think we would get something like Generation 2, like way down the road? Is that something that, you know, is talked about, or not really, just mainly focus on the current game and, you know, having it be a success with this first one, right?
For now, the intention is to give Temtem a lot of after launch support. So there's been no tags of Temtem 2 so far. It's just keeping Temtem alive.
I think wouldn't it make more sense where Temtem's an MMO, not to have a Generation 2, just to add on continuous content,
expansion,
like every 6 months or something, or every whatever. You know, I don't know how long, because, you know, obviously development takes time. But, you know, if we're just talking 1 or 2 islands or whatever, maybe just more content, like an evolving world, rather than, okay, the game's dead now, guys, go buy this one. Because where it is an MMO, there's so much that they can do with that, because most MMOs run for 10 years, you know, depending if they're very successful. And, you know, releasing new content would help drive revenue for Crema, because obviously server costs are expensive. You know, people tend to forget that the game's all online. Online means servers mean money. So, you know, there's got to be a way to continue revenue. So I think making it more of an evolving world where new islands and new Temtem continue to come in, versus, okay, shut down the game, Temtem 2, makes a lot more
I do not know if after support will be going into that level of depth, you know, because to make an island, you have to involve the whole team. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of processing. It's huge.
I mean, it's still hard to predict the future.
Yeah, it is. But there's certainly going to be after launch support, a lot of it.
Awesome.
All right. So jumping forward, before we get into our questions from the community, we got a question from Crema. This asker will keep them anonymous, but I'll hit this to you, Tsukki. Why is Q Angel the most attractive member of Crema?
It's the whole bad boy vibe, the tattoos, the air he has, and us mortals cannot compare. But it would be great if all appeal will translate into dating success, wouldn't it? That's all.
A low blow there.
We actually say.
Let's jump into our questions from community. And so for everybody listening, we tried for the week before the show just collecting as many questions as we can from different areas of the community. If there is time after, we'll try and take some from chat. But yeah, so first up on the document, we have Iolande, and she wants to know, how are you doing today, Tsukki?
I'm fine. I was so nervous before this, but I'm super happy now. This has been really fun.
Yeah, it's I guess like there is a certain amount of of fear that comes with Tim Talk. I remember when Vonlin first started this podcast and I emailed him to, co-host with him. We were so rigid and professional until we understood how each other worked. And it's just like, nah, we're just going to come here and have fun. So I'm really happy that you are enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I am. It was mostly the language barrier, because I don't usually speak in English in my day-to-day life. So I was like, will I be able to properly with people? Because I'm usually writing, I never speak.
You speak so well, though, and the fact that you learned English from video games still blows my mind. I know this isn't a community question, and what game was it that you feel helped you learn English the most?
This is a super old MMO that was called Angels Online. It was like pixel art and the like, and I spent a lot of time playing that one. They were like really old, really niche. Nobody played them. Angels Online, yeah.
Angels Online.
Yeah.
Few Angels Online.
I'll have to look. I haven't heard of that one before.
I've never heard that one, but it's super cool. So like, was it something like you talked with other people online, or was it just the game had like
the game itself, and then you feel the need to communicate with other players? But keep in mind that I was super young at that time, so it was the game itself first, and then came Ragnarok Online. Also helped a lot.
Ragnarok Online?
Well.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious! I played Ragnarok Online too. Did you play on the official game or on a private server?
I think it was the official one. It was super. It was a really long time ago, so I won't be able to give you details. But I was obsessed with the slimes, and I had a sorceress sort of character. Yeah.
I played it like way back in middle school or high school, and I was like too poor for it. And my friend gave me like some cracked version of it, and was just like, let's play some Ragnarok. It was like the greatest thing in the world to me.
It was, yeah.
All right. Plus, did you want to take over the next question? We can just kind of go like in order.
Yeah, of course. We're okay. We're just on the community ones.
Yes.
Okay, this one's pretty cool. So, Spain's known for a lot of great food. So, did we say their name, guys? Are we revealing their name?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rorzy, guys, shout out to Rorzy.
Oh, we're on the second one.
Oh, no, Willow here,
Yeah.
Willow. Okay, well, Willow wants to ask, Tsukki, what is your favorite food?
I eat. I can say it. I can say the word, but I eat terribly.
Say it in Spanish.
No. It was because it was. I was cussing. I can say because this is PG. It's not in Spanish.
It's a curse word.
Yeah, it was a curse word. I eat a lot of sweets. I eat a lot of fast food, and I would say the thing I love eating the most is French fries. I'm super basic. It's like the most basic answer ever, but it's the truth.
I mean,
yeah, they're delicious.
Good.
French fries from fast food. Do you have a favorite, maybe like McDonald's French fries? Those are pretty
All of
good.
them. I will never say no to French fries.
As long as it's fried potatoes, that's all that matters.
French fries.
Now I'm hungry.
All right, I'm gonna jump to Rarzy's question.
Oh, my turn, buddy. Calm down.
You asked a question in between me
it's my turn.
and okay, go for it.
Because people often mistake Rorzy for me whenever Plus is casting and he's helping the tournaments. So I might as well ask it since everybody thinks Rorzy's me anyway. Question number 1. What's your favorite Luma and why is it Lawali?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I would say my favorite Luma is either on 2 different spectrums, either Kaku, because he's super cute and pink and looks like a cherry blossom, or Shuine, because he's really cool. He looks like a Japanese dragon. He's one of those.
Shuin is very beautiful. Shuin is very beautiful.
Tsukki, real quick, when you guys name, or I know you didn't name it, but do you guys say the names more in Spanish? Because you said Shuin a little different. Do you usually say them all in Spanish, and do they originate kind of from the Spanish? Like you guys say it first, like with thinking that in mind first, and then people call it whatever they call it in English.
We name them collectively, and we take names from all languages. Like I believe Shuine has something to do with Oriental languages. I don't remember, but it's true that there's no official pronunciation. So we will tend to pronounce Shuine while you guys
Yeah,
pronounce Shrine.
Shawine. I like that.
And you guys
Shawine.
say Tateru, and I try to say Tateru, but we usually call them Tateru. You know, they sound
Tateru.
completely different.
Yeah, that's really cool. And hey, guys, this has been the number one question for. And hey, I think Tsukki, someone already reached out to you, but guys, Naga Ise, that's been like the huge question in the competitive community. I know you don't have an answer, but hey, what do you prefer? I guess what would be the correct way in your opinion?
Don't make me rage.
Like as I said, there's no official
No
pronunciation.
official,
You
of course.
guys can go on, but we say
Mhm.
Nagaise or
Nagaise,
Nagaise.
let's
Like we
go.
pronounce
Okay.
every letter.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
you
there
guys
it is,
think
guys.
however you
Blue
want.
Sapphire was right the whole time.
Gaijin is about to roll over in his grave for
Nagaise, guys.
eternity.
You heard it here first. Official.
That is the Spanish pronunciation. That's
Yeah,
not
that's the
the
Spanish
American
pronunciation.
Yes,
That's right.
pronunciation. So Blue is incorrect because Blue is speaking English. Unless he's speaking Spanish, he's incorrect. So Blue is wrong. It's guys.
Nagais? I would never say
Yes.
Nagais. Not in a
Yeah,
million
look,
years.
Suki doesn't say Nagais, but
I
yes,
would
Suki,
never.
a lot of us say Nagais,
Nine plus
I
one.
know.
No one ever
So
says
no.
Nagais.
I
So
was
I'm glad.
watching some stream, I think it was Saber TTV, and she said something that made me laugh because we don't always pronounce things the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, all is good. You pronounce it however you want.
Tell you what, if you guys need someone to come on and do the official pronunciation for all English words, all English names for Temtem, let me know. I'll do it.
But then we'd have to stick to that and
You're right.
ask
Yeah.
Crema, the Spanish people, Crema, and that's sort of limiting, you know?
No, but then you guys can have official pronunciations in Spanish, official pronunciations. The community
True.
can come together, help you guys. One person from every language can come together and help you guys. So I would help make it Nagais because
Now-
everything is wrong.
Absolutely no bias at all.
I don't care about Temtem name pronunciations.
Whoa,
Because
okay. Everybody clip that out of context. Clip I don't care about Temtem, please.
No, I don't care about Temtem name pronunciations, but what I would really like is somebody pronouncing all like the Kisawa or Kisawa slang that all of the NPCs use, because it's just so fun, I guess, like playing through that content and they're all the things they reference you as, and I'm just like, I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's so sweet that you would call me that. and I don't know, I like that area of the game. But jumping to our next question, RG Isosceles asks, if you could remove any person I forgot to put this on the document. If you could remove any person from the Temtem community, why is it Tiki Book?
Oh no, pretty Wookie, no.
Yuki.
Contractually, I cannot answer this.
Okay, yeah, we can go to the next one. I did not. I skimmed that one. Of Telos asks,
Flip, thank you, Yelena.
how involved with the community will Crema be when the game is full released? If this question is answerable. You did kind of touch on this one earlier, Tsukki. Did you want to reiterate, or do you want to move on?
No, let's go. I think there's slightly... You go on.
Okay.
English is England. Go on.
Okay. So, this one's pretty interesting, and I can pull up this document. Out of the unchosen designs for Temtems, do you have a favorite of them? 8-Bitten asks, and 8-Bitten says number 13 is a cutie.
I'm sorry, but I'm not that fan of 13. He's cute, but there's other unused designs that are cute. You know, this red one that's like an axolotl that stands up. It's red, has pointy blue ears. I don't remember the number. And then there's
Where
It's
Yeah, do you have the link?
Where's the picture?
Yeah, I will find it. Give me a sec. I just thought I was just like I should have put the link in the document.
I think you did, but I
everybody.
All right, unchosen Temtem design. Somebody
Unchosen.
linked this one in a stream we were doing before, and
Make sure you
I
post the link in chat so that chat can have it too if they've not seen them yet.
okay. It might take me a hot second to find it, so forgive me.
I believe I know which one we're talking about.
It's
I don't
entirely
have a
red.
link.
it's full red and looks like an axolotl, and then he has like 3 spikes here, and there's something blue going on around the ears, and it's just like doing this. It's super cute. It's tiny. It's cute.
And I always
Hey,
wondered.
Oh, you're coming through.
Thank
I
you.
believe it's number
Let me
30.
pull it up.
Number 30. You know, he's happy. He's tiny. He's cute.
Wait, you said you don't like 13.
30.
Oh, 30. Sorry.
30.
Oh, he is happy and cute.
Hey, Tsukki, where did? Oh, I see. Yeah, he's cute. He should be in the game. Maybe he will, huh?
Why?
I don't know.
Number
The real
30.
I don't
question
know.
here, though, is why is number 17 not a second type of Tantaru? It looks like a Tantaru evolution to me.
Yeah.
It might have been the original thing
Oh.
that was in mind for Tataru, you know.
Was he gonna
Many of these designs don't make it through exactly like that, but they get revisits and then they get changed into something that actually makes sense into the game.
Yeah, that's fair.
And were all these from the official artist, or was it like fan-made submissions? It was
All
from
official.
official. Okay. Yeah, no wonder they're all so good.
So is number 22 looks like it's the previous form of like Adoraboros.
It
Like it looks
was
like
probably
Yeah.
it was probably something like that, yeah.
Oh, so
Oh
cute.
yeah.
I
There's
honestly think this 34 was real.
There's, I think, one Kickstarter entry where it says how we design a Temtem, and I'm not sure if I'm imagining this, but there was like a picture of the concept to the submit, and it's got a lot of different variations of one Tem. So that was probably early Adoro, and then it turned into what we know as Adoro today.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for the question, RG Isosceles. Or wait, no, that wasn't RG Isosceles. That was of Telos that
Yeah,
asked.
that was up Telos.
Or no, 8-bitten. There we go. We went down 2 questions.
Why are you skipping people here?
We had to.
Oh right.
Don't
'cause-
blame
oh,
it
yeah.
on me. Blame it on the juice.
Blame it on the juice.
All right. Plus, do you want to tackle the next one from Celsi?
Okay, we're right there.
Yes.
Okay. So Tsukki, so wait, you asking for lore? Okay, this is interesting. I never even thought about this question. So Celsi saying, do Lumas have a lore reason? This is interesting. Will NPCs ever acknowledge Luma's existence? Okay. That's really
I had
cool.
to ask. I had to ask this one. And Victor said there's no reason. They just exist and no one kind of questions that. And I don't know if they will address them in the future. I sort of let Victor know that that was something that was mentioned. So maybe they will, maybe they won't.
Okay.
Yeah. A
feel like-
mutation, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's just a mutation type deal. Like albino animals, right?
Yeah.
They're very rare, but it happens in the wild.
It just happens, yeah.
And it just happens. So I feel like that's a good enough reason right there.
Yeah, 1 in 10,000.
And obviously we can't answer question 2 because that's when is Sipanku, and the answer is when it's ready.
Sapanku is in your heart all along. So
Yes.
So is the
friend-
heart, soon? But yeah, no, of course we can't ask that one.
It's
I
not
believe
that you
the-
guys can ask it. It's just that we cannot have, and we don't have a solid answer. And
Mhm.
if we say it will be around this time, and then something happens and it's not around that time, we would have this deceive you guys once again. I don't know
Mhm.
what's the other word.
Are
Telling
you
people
allowed to
when-
say something like, 2 months, 1 month, something like that, or is that way too specific? Even
I'm not allowed to say it
Anything.
here
yeah.
Tsukki,
or right now, but we might have something to say in that regard soon.
Tsukki, can I give you
Soon-ish.
some? Can I give you some nightmare feel?
Yeah, do.
You go to sleep tonight, and your nightmare, your dream, you wake up, and Yaw comes to your desk tomorrow and says, "Sapanku is releasing tomorrow. Make it happen."
Actually, I would be super glad. I would take having to deal
Let's
with that
go.
anytime over having to deal with the when Sipanku question being asked
Yeah.
a million times during my day. So
You'd have an
If-
answer to
if-
99% of the questions.
if y'all really feels like launching Sipanku tomorrow, no worries. I will work it. Let's do this.
11-hour
So
shift.
it's
Let's
ready.
go. All right, Gaijin, I want to make sure I'm being mindful of you. It is your turn on the document, and I will
Thank
not skip
you
you.
for giving me permission. I guess I'm going to ask my question. I'm going to skip over blink blanks, and we'll let the next person ask that one because I have a question in here. What is your least favorite Temtem?
That's tough.
I feel like I'm going to hurt some people's feelings because one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Oh, of
I
course.
don't especially like the full rear buller line. They're like bulky. I'm not into rocks. I don't like them especially.
Okay.
And if I have to say just one favorite, I'd say Mix because everyone knows I love Hocus and Pocus, but I feel like Mix really embodies the mysterious, ghosty feeling that I like in creatures. So I say
As soon as I saw Mix was like, that is my favorite. So far right now, Mix is my top favorite out of all of them. Tataru is the first one I fell in love with. But as soon as I saw Mix, it became number one, and Tataru is like number 1.1.
So I'll,
you ask what's my favorite Temtem from Tibanku. Are you sure you want me to answer that?
Oh, yo.
Yeah, everyone knows when I joined the company, I had a look at the future Temtem designs, and some that you're only seeing now have been planned for a long time. And OB, 0B1 has been made for a long time, and you've seen my card. My taste is brown thing with eyes, and I really fell in love with the OB1 thing. Everyone knows that. I've been hinting at it from a long time ago when people ask me, what are your favorite temps? I say, Mix, Hocus Pocus, and then something you haven't seen yet. And that was Obi.
Obi? That's his name?
It's a round thing with eyes.
I
Obi?
refuse to call him Obi-Wan.
Oh, Obi-Wan.
Obi.
Okay, so
I
like
call
number
him
one on the Tempedia, right?
No, not necessarily. They're
Oh, okay.
over there.
But be careful, Obi-Wan, because
That's why I call him Obi.
that's exciting. So I will go back up and on this topic, but overall, not just Sipanku. Blink Blink asks, "What is Suki's favorite Tim?" So, what's your favorite Tim, just overall? It can be that. What's your answer?
Mix.
Oh, mix.
Mix,
Okay,
yeah.
mix.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even read the question. I should have read it because I just would have asked them together. But she already answered them together, so it's perfect.
Okay. Well, I'll move on to strawberry blink cake. Has Crema entertained the idea of adding a Luma sink? I know. I guess this is kind of a design question, so if you don't want to answer this
Be
is
in your
fine.
wheelhouse, and you might
It's not that I don't wanna. It's just that sometimes entertaining a thought doesn't mean it's actually going to come to fruition. So if I say, yeah, we may have entertained this idea, blah blah blah, and then it doesn't make it, it will feel like a betrayal. So
upset.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's probably
I
better to
also-
avoid it.
for the sake of keeping my job, I stay away from knowing certain things because I could slip up and say something that I shouldn't. So I never look into what the design team is doing intentionally. It's not that I'm dumb. It's not that I don't know anything about the game. It's just that I intentionally stay away from things that could end up changing.
Yeah, that makes sense, of course.
Yeah, and it makes a
So
lot of
maybe.
sense. Like, for example, the roadmap. People are like,
Oh my gosh.
roadmap says this, and this didn't happen. This is unacceptable.
All right, I'm gonna pause you,
So-
Gaijin. I'm gonna go to the restroom
I
while Gaijin
do-
talks about the roadmap. I'll be back.
This is why I
I
don't.
should be the one scared about this.
This is why I don't like roadmaps because I feel like it gives people just, I don't know, people don't understand. There's delays, things happen, and of course the roadmap was made before Spain went into shutdown, and the rest of the world, like,
For more on this, please see Temtalk for episode 42, 43, 44, episode 39. Gaijin has had feelings about this for a while.
Gaijin doesn't like roadmaps. at all.
So, Plus, do you want to tackle manga question?
Yeah, sure thing. Let's see. This one seems like a long one here. Let me read it over real quick. Okay, so knowing what you know about the development of the game, which of course you said you don't, dabble too much for the sake of your job, but how much free time are you with giving? Oh, how much freedom are you given with giving spoilers? And what's the hardest thing when people ask about the future of the game? I feel like we touch on this like in and out a little bit throughout, but I guess so. So I know you said y'all kind of told you to say a vague answer here, so it's like here and there, but I'm assuming you can't give away, of course, too much stuff all the time. So I guess the question is, how much freedom are you given with spoilers?
It depends on what the spoiler is about. Like, I can say general things. I can say things that have been hinted at. I can insinuate that the island is good or that the island is pink or things like that. But I usually tread lightly on that. I learned really early on when I was working here that managing hype is way more difficult than it seems. So something that was amazing for me that I wanted to spoil ended up being a disappointment for everyone else, you know. So even if I could be given more liberty with spoilers, I would still like take it easy and be careful. I'm sure if I ask him, Ja will let me leak more things, but I also don't want to put that extra pressure on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like 100% understandable. I hate the most recent leak that you've been touching on, the whole Obi-Wan, right? We call him Obi-Wan, right? I really like that name. That got us all excited. Just the fact that you guys would get to the whole week of hints and stuff like that. That was really cool that you started doing that.
You're
Am
confusing.
I confusing them?
Yeah, the last week's
Oh,
name has not been revealed, and you haven't seen it yet. And I have to be really careful not to say anything about this.
ah,
The small yellow orb that we leak with Q Angel, where he had you going all over the map. I think not everyone took part in that one. But yeah, Obi is the small yellow orb with the little cone hat.
yeah, the one on the pictures on the frames, right?
And this
That's
one,
Obi.
this last week one, it was actually out of to come and say, hey, we can leak this. You think how we do it, but we can leak this one. And those days, it's like it's my birthday, He comes and gives me a present, and then I get to have fun for a week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So we don't get a name for that one, right? That it has to be a complete
we will.
surprise.
When Sapanka
You
comes
will
in.
get it, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I can say it yet.
Yeah. I can see why like managing hype has got to be really hard, especially like right now, or around a point when people think a release could happen in the nearish future. Like people don't have as much excitement for Tems or maybe items. They're like, when is it? I don't care about this. Just tell me when I can have it.
All right. So for the next question, it comes from Willowist44 again. Will there ever be published lore outside of the game? Like other games have separate books or articles about the lore?
I think you have to ask Victor. I think he's passionate enough to do something like this. If you guys pressure him, everyone knows his Twitter account. And I think he'd be happy if you guys tell him there's an interest for that.
So if everybody wants hard copy books of the Temtem lore, story, art, and stuff like that, Victor.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
I remember
I would love to have all of that stuff. Like it would be super cool. Because I mean, for all of us, especially, me plus Kennedy and a lot of people here in chat, like this has been a huge part of our life for the past year. So it would be super cool to have some type of collectible thing.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, like when I try and describe Temtem to them, for fans of this genre, I just say like this game is just a love letter to the fans.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so much. I don't know. It's just so much of what I've always wanted from this genre of game being delivered on. Now, when you say pressure Victor on Twitter, I remember a while ago, and I could not find this tweet for Temtalk when I wanted to discuss it. I woke up one morning. I always try to wake up, and somebody in the Temtem Twitter sphere retweeted something from Victor that said, "I just woke up this morning and wrote the final the Temtem storyline." And I wanted to talk about that on Tim Talk, but I could not find that tweet. But it's good to know, like, it's good to know that, like, I guess we're okay to kind of contact and maybe just chit chat a little bit about those things, because I will tweet him for the next Tim Talk episode.
Even better. We should have, if y'all would allow it and if Victor has time, Victor should be the next person to come on Temtalk. It would be super cool to talk about story creation, development, all that stuff.
I don't think I could contain myself with not asking about spoilers like every 5 seconds. I will admit, I
don't have to allow it, Ya says. Hold on a second, though, because Plus was trying to say something a few times, and
okay.
We keep cutting him off. So
go ahead, Plus. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. I actually don't even know what I was trying to say.
Cut him off so many times he's swallowed.
No, don't stress it, guys. No worries at all.
I lost it so many times in the Temtem or in the Kisawa storyline, where I was just like, what? So it's super exciting to just know that lots more is planned. And
it was really fun going through the Kisawa story and seeing like Crema team members and stuff coming into Twitch channels to watch people's reactions during certain parts. And
I think I know. We all know what you're talking about.
Like it was super exciting and very cool.
All right, Mr. Boo, do you want to handle Rosen's question?
I'm afraid to interview Ya. I would love to have Ya on here, but I figure he's probably the busiest of all of them. Rosenbach asks, what do you think 1.0 will be like? This is a hard question, I think, honestly. And we did kind of cover it a little bit with Plus's question. What do you think 1.0 will be like in terms of success in your eyes specifically? But I feel like we did kind of cover that.
Yeah, we can go to the next one if you want to.
I don't think 5 years from now will be the same as 1.0. Like, I feel like 1.0 will be a boom like we haven't seen yet. Because Temtem really fits well in the Switch, and we all think that. Because I have the pleasure of reading everything that people say online about Temtem. I know there's a lot of people that are waiting until the game is complete to play it, and there's a lot of people who want it on the Switch. So when those things happen, I think we'll enjoy or suffer a period of absolute Temtem supremacy. So I think 1.0 will be really good.
Okay, very cool. I mean, I think so too. And, you know, all of us here obviously hope for the best. Like, you know, we want to see Temtem explode. And, you know, we already have such an amazing community that I think with everybody we already have and how nice and positive everybody is, I think it's only going to continue to help the game continue to grow because, you know, Plus has created a huge community, not just around competitive, but, you know, the auctions and stuff like that, and then competitive too. And, you know, a lot of Twitch streamers and then just people in the game too that do a lot of work, like Mongoose Dog and Lost Dragon, always helping people with questions and in local chat, general chat. Like, super cool.
It's going to be really good. And I think a lot of new players coming in will create new bonds. We'll see how the community sort of diverges again into different interests. I'm really eager to see that, yeah.
Also like Mercy. Also, of course, like Mercy.
And I keep seeing chat. There's so many questions they want to ask you, Tsukki.
We're probably not even in like the wheelhouse.
Hey, some are, but of course, I think Kenny said we could get to them in the you know, in a while or something.
Yeah. We've got a couple more. We've got a couple more questions that people submitted that we'll get through, and then we can either end the recording and just do a post show and just hang out until Tsukki's got to go, or we can just take a break and then transition to community questions. But with that, let's hit up the next one. I really like this one because it kind of builds on what you were saying about all the people in the community and the communities that different creators have tried to foster. Celsi asks, maybe I'm not going to read the question exactly because it's not phrased like a question. Is there anything more players can do to make a positive and welcoming community? And I guess, what do you think about how the community behaves?
I'm actually really proud of the way the community generally behaves. I really I like the ambience. I think it fits with the game because the game is colorful and keen and kind and nice and all that, and then you have the big brain part of the competitive, and I think that sort of reflects on the communities. I think everyone is sort of nice. I think they behave nicely. If I had to say something like the community can do. This is something that I fear and I worry about a lot. It's that people are super, I don't know how to say that in English, but they have extreme opinions and they
Very
let
much
their
so.
opinions get the best of themselves. Like, I understand that getting invested in something is cool and I do that myself and all that, but you shouldn't let an opinion on how a game is or should be make you hate other people. I don't want to see that division in the community. And I hope that when we reach a point of sort of completion and when things are solid, that will maybe merge a bit. People will not be throwing things at each other all the time. That's the one thing I can think of. And I'm in general very happy with the community. I love what the guys like you do, everything the streamers do, the millions of communities that have formed out of Temtem. I think it's super cool. I think it speaks billions about the game.
Yeah, so a little bit more openness and acceptance of other people's opinions, perhaps, because nobody's going to have the same opinion about the game. Everything is subjective when you ask somebody, "What do you like?" Everybody has their own opinion, and just because you think something different doesn't mean you gotta bash them or be mean or anything like that. I would add one more thing that I think the community needs to do. Stop posting trades in general chat, global chat. Stop it, okay? Use trade chat and don't yell at people for telling you to go to trade chat. They're just telling you the truth. Come on, people.
There we go.
All right. Technically, QX, friend of the show, ask if you were to pick two types to be a dojo leader for, what would they be? I think this is if you were to pick your types to be a dojo leader, Tsukki.
I really like water, and I like toxic or crystal, something of the sort. Water crystal, water toxic crystal, something about that. I used to be a goth, and that never goes away, so I really like it.
Yes.
Yeah, all mental Temtem are sort of goth, and I really like those too.
All right. So there's a question on here. Is it too late to add a question? I'm gonna just delete that one. It's not one that I guess really needs to be answered. Let's power through these last couple, and then we can take a break, and then decide if we want to do a post show or not. We'll do a post show, but if we want to keep recording or if we want to do the rest in post show.
I do want to say one thing on the goth thing. I used to be a super scene kid. I don't know if you know what a scene kid or emo kid is.
Yeah, I know.
That was me.
Similar.
I used to wear, I still wear really tight pants, but I used to wear girl pants. I used to fit in a size 3 because I have really small legs, so I couldn't wear dude pants, and I just wore girl pants, size 3, with two belts.
With the image.
Two belts.
Yeah, man. And they
Those
weren't
are the ones with
used.
the spikes on them, no, too,
Of course
right?
they were.
Right.
Of course, yeah. They
There
weren't
we
used for
go.
holding up my pants. They were size 3.
Gaijin or Plus, do you want to tackle the last couple questions?
Yeah, let's
we'll
do
let Plus
it.
go for it.
Yeah, are we on the Lost Dragon one?
Yes.
Okay, so not too question, but hey, it has to be addressed somehow. So what is Nesla? Is it a fish? Is it a reptile? Let me see.
I read it.
Eel, I guess. Is it eel a fish? I don't even know now. What is a eel?
Yeah, it is an eelfish.
Aniel is a fish, yeah.
It is? Okay.
But I
Okay.
don't think Tesla can be pinned down as a fish. Like she's so majestic. It would be like wondering what the notchless, the Lost Nets, Lost
Ness.
The
Ness
Loch
monster.
Ness monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nessie, whatever Nessie is, that's what
Yeah.
Ness.
Okay.
Okay.
I always
Alright.
thought it was just like a water dragon kind of thing, right? Like I guess that's a reptile, like a
I
water
don't know.
dragon.
I like Nesla, but I feel like it's not noodly enough. I don't know. I'm just gonna say for the design team, I feel like it needs a little bit more noodliness. It doesn't feel as flexible as it should be. I don't know, there's one particular part of its body that just feels really stiff.
Really?
Only
You want to see it
complain.
like curled up or something, like a
Well, like
snake?
well, I want like I don't know, like the bottom part of its body. So you've got the head that comes down and then it goes like this. I feel like this part is a little stiff.
So its
I
butt,
want it to
the
be a
butt is
super
stiff.
limp noodle, you know?
Okay, well there we go.
So next question, what's your favorite community or fan-made thing? I forgot, that's a big question.
Ooh.
But I think it was a general about which sort of content I like the most, whether it was fan art or stories or theories or all that. And I'm a really visual person. I really like fan art. I also think like it's super innocent. There's no charge. There's nothing that could go wrong with cute fan art. So I tend to champion that a lot. I tend to share that a lot. I really like fan art. I like museum missions. We get those. There's a lot of those lately. But I generally like everything the community does. I have a lot of fun reading theories. And sometimes when you guys need the hell on the head, we share them internally. There's been a lot of time asking, how do they know this? How did they get here? Those are really fun.
Okay.
Oh, that would be so cool if you guys said like, "Oh, that's right," but no, that would be too much of a spoiler, right?
Gaijin, do you want to take the next one?
Yeah. Where are we here? Hold on.
The
Oh,
YouTube.
right, there we are.
There we go.
So will the YouTube channel get some more attention when the game is closer to full release?
I had this question asked a lot when I joined, and the thing is, if there's something that I can do myself, and now that I have sort of faced the community for the first time, I will. Yeah, we intend to do a live stream when Sipanko happens with Angel, and
That's
if that's good,
exciting.
that goes well, we will definitely do more things. Like the thing right now is that I need sort of content from others, and everyone's super busy, so I cannot invent something myself like you guys do. So I think there will, yeah. As things get easier on the development side, I think we can focus on the everything around that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's always been a big thing, right? They've always said, when is Crema gonna be really pushing marketing? And we always thought, right? Like once the game is fully released, like you said, once it eases up on the development side. So that's good to hear, of course.
It doesn't make sense to advertise a game heavily that's not even finished. I mean,
Mhm.
look what happened to Cyberpunk.
Exactly.
They advertised it so hard, and then it caused them to. I mean, even though they pushed it back, it still caused them to rush it a bit. So yeah.
So I'm still good on time for today, but we are going a little bit longer than our normal episode time. Do you guys want to take like a 2-minute break, or Gaijin and Plus, do you want to handle chat and stream? Because I need to step away for just like 2 seconds, and I'll be right back.
I'm good here.
I'm not.
Okay.
Plus and I are
I'm used to streaming forever. Yeah.
marathon runners here.
I'm good. And hey, y'all coming in with those 5 subs, guys. Let's give them some love. Y'all
Woo!
giving back to the community. There we go. Pogs.
Anybody who just got gifted a sub from check your inboxes to see if you have a Luma too.
Yeah, guys, y'all told me he would one day let me hold his Momo, so let's keep him to it, guys. He told me he would let me borrow a Luma Momo. And just kidding, he never said that. He actually said he would never let me hold it.
Can you hack into my account and change my Lumatataru's name to Ya was here?
Weren't you going to tattoo his face, Keijin? I haven't forgotten about that.
Yeah, right here, right where my heart is. I'm going to make a Ya.
Are you really?
It's gonna be Yowler with Ya's face.
I'll pester you with this forever until I see.
Yeah, hey,
Well,
that brings up a good point. Suki, does anyone over there at Crema have any Temtem tattoos already?
Yeah.
I know you said Q Angel's tatted up a bit. Who has a Temtem tattoo?
Kyungel has no tats, but there's one of our of our Grandma Peeps that got his arm entirely done, and there's a lot of different things. There's a lot of things, and I think it's around here because I haven't seen it up close myself. There's a bloody bit.
A bloody pet.
Unreleased content on this arm, and can we get them on? Can we get them on stream to show us the latest hints? Just in, check out my sleeve.
Yeah, all the new Temtems, yeah.
But yeah, I told Ya that I would get a tattoo of Ya on my chest. So I mean,
Wait, of y'all?
well, it's
Yeah.
gonna be
Tattoo.
it's gonna be a Yowler with Ya's face.
Oh, wait.
gonna be like,
That is different.
Sorry about that. I am back and I am turning off my phone. All right, I am set. All responsibilities handled. I was listening to the conversation though.
There was one question that was asked in jest or sarcastically by Blecko. Who is your favorite Twitch streamer?
Ooh.
All of them.
Everyone who is nice and has fun and helps people answer questions, all of those are my favorite. I know sometimes, you gotta be careful what you say. I remember, it was 3 or 4 weeks ago. I don't remember because it's weird with the whole lockdown. But I joined a stream right as someone says scam party, and just as I joined, and I poke fun at them, but it's not a big deal, But everyone who's positive and nice and all that, I support you.
It's more of a meme. Some people say it and they don't mean it like I hate Cyborg. It's kind of just like a meme. No one means like I hate this game or I hate
not a meme.
Cyborg.
It's not
Just
a
like-
meme.
I mean that.
I don't really hate Cypark. It definitely has a place in the game, and a lot of people like it. But I'm boycotting it because it hates me, and I hate it. I'm returning the attitude because I'll tell you. So I will say that it redeemed itself a bit because during Lumatataru week, I got 3 Lumatatsurus on Gaijinbu, but I've gone 9 weeks, 9 whole without a Luma, and that includes Cyparks. And I know it's not guaranteed. Manage your expectations. I always say it, but it's really hard after 9 weeks.
Okay, so I would like to jump in on this and say for all of the listeners to temper that comment of what Gaijin just said with the whole fact that last Temtalk episode he said he was done with Cypark forever. As he was in Cypark, Cypark Luma hunting, and this week I watched him stream for like 3 hours in Cypark Luma hunting. This man cannot stay away from that park.
You know, the allure of Lumas with ETCs is so hard. Like, it's so hard because, first of all, I wanted a Lumatataru with P-Jab, which, mind you, I got 3 of them without a single egg move. And I know it's 10%, but come on. Yeah, like 450k. Who do I look like, Zubat?
Only 3? Only 3, Gaijin? That's still really good.
How many 2Ys did you get plus?
Hey.
Okay. Let's get back on topic. I don't want to talk about pluses 2Ys. That makes me frustrated. Okay, so Tsukki, did you want to finish up the questions on the stock? And then we can kind of start taking some from the community if you're cool with that.
Whatever you guys want, I don't mind.
All right.
I kind of like Kennedy. I kind of like the one I see there. I saw it on chat a whole bunch too. People highlighting it. They wanted to know from Suki herself. Is there a specific platform that you prefer people to like reach out to, I guess Crema, or maybe they're saying specifically to you. I
Mm,
guess some of the community members want to know, like, I guess the best way to communicate with you, or I guess with Temtem in
Is,
general,
is is
perhaps.
is this the question from Alto, or?
Or is that I just
Oh,
read? There was
never
no
mind. Sorry, I
name. There
see.
was no
Okay,
name up
gotcha.
there.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, that's a good question. Sorry.
anything that stays there is what does the deal for me. Like I get a lot of messages and I answer most of them. If I don't answer, it's because I've forgotten. So you just have to remind me. But don't like ping me and then a whole lot of conversation happens. Like write me a DM, send me a private message on Twitter. I check both the Crema and the Temtem accounts. Anything that stays works. And I personally like Twitter because I like memes and I have a lot of fun on Twitter. And I really like the Discord because it's where we feel like closest to you guys. But if you really want to get in touch with Crema or me, a DM, please. Slide into my
Okay.
DM.
There we go.
Slide
She's
into the
inviting
DMs.
guys.
Support
Uh,
at Crema.
I can actually see my Discord sidebar right now. And I kid you not, there's like 35 messages.
The flood. The flood is coming
You're
in.
gonna have 35 more after this.
Everybody wants pictures of Malingo.
all right. So the next question, what is the longest you've spent writing a single post?
It depends. If it's something I have to write and it only depends on myself, it will usually take a couple of days, 3, 4 at most, if the topic is like really dense. But for example, I spend a lot of time writing patch notes because there's a lot of things that you have to transcribe into the patch notes, and you have to go back to them. You write, then you let a couple of weeks go by, then you go back and write some more, change things. Patch notes are usually like the longest.
Yeah, I remember the Kisawa patch notes. Those are officially sitting in like the Library of Congress. Like that that
Bible,
document.
yeah, that's the
Yeah,
Bible, yeah.
that document was like 2 episodes of Temtalk about through those patch notes.
And
Okay.
look at them.
You see these questions, Tsukki? We got cute Angel and y'all.
Yeah, they're taunting me because there's a really long thing I have to do with the Tipanku patch notes. I will not go in depth, but I've been dreading this. Q Angel has been writing to me almost daily, telling me, "Ha, you'll see with the patch notes. You'll see." Like he's enjoying this, and I know.
I would say that's good news though. So patch notes are big, like a lot going on. So maybe a big release. Maybe we don't split it into 3 parts, or are we still splitting
There will,
it like a Kisiwa?
there will probably be a cycle too. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but
Okay.
not everything that comes with Tipanku will be right away. There
Okay.
will
So
be a Chukisi,
mhm.
but they're
Okay.
still alone.
Okay. So similar to like the releases you guys did. Okay. I was always wondering about that.
And our next question, I think this one, all of these that we've asked from the past few, I think have been from the Reddit thread. Were you sometimes surprised by the community's behavior or reception to something? I think you mentioned this briefly earlier, but a feature you were really excited about that wasn't well received. I guess this is an opportunity to expand on any of those.
This is another double-edged sword. Like for good or for bad, I get surprises still. Like we sometimes make a change, and I go in like, let's go, let's do this, and I expect to get a lot of heat from that, and then nothing happens and everything goes well, and I'm like, okay. And then sometimes we make a change that either they or I don't feel it's that relevant, and there will be a huge outroar. And those that catch me unexpected are the worst, I think. So yeah, the community still manages to surprise me, but that's also understandable, I think, because there's a lot of people here. What may seem like nothing to me may change everything for someone else. It's hard to back them all into one group, expect to know how they will behave.
I think
If that,
yeah. I'm following, I guess, loosely on that. I think the one for me, just as you kind of talked about that kind of shot into my mind was early in the game cycle. There was a decision to make, you can only telomere hack your own your original Temtem or your original ID Temtems, and a lot of people got very frustrated at that change. And for me, I was just like, that makes so much sense. Like, I understand. Like, and it wasn't anything but a passing thought when I read it, like as the when the post came out. But so many people were just like, the game is done. And
Yeah.
That
one.
Look at her reaction.
Yeah, we were sort of expecting that one.
Yeah.
I'm talking about things like way tinier that I don't expect people to be mad about. But I really don't want to relive those moments.
I feel you.
I'm
Keep
usually the
moving.
one to make the hit.
Yeah, we don't want to talk on that too much, you know. Obviously there's going to be unpopular decisions, but you know, it's something that people have to expect from a early access game. Things are going to change, and obviously they cannot please everybody. It's impossible.
The most unpopular decision, or I guess the one I was on the other side of the fence on, was somebody at Crema unbanned Gaijin Buu, and I was just like, we were finally free. We were finally free.
I know, somebody get this guy out of here. It was the best thing you guys could have done for the game, and you screwed up by letting me back. The toxicity is real. It's here. It's over.
I'm just kidding with you, Gaijin.
Yeah.
All right, so are you personally active in any online communities for other games or hobbies you're in your free time?
Yeah. There's another fact you might not know. I'm a gacha player. I play gacha. So that's
Oh,
why Cyberpunk doesn't exactly
Genshin?
face me because I've been there. I've done that. I know what luck is and energy is, and I play like 7 or 8 of them at the same time. So I have guilds in most of them, and I spend a lot of time. That's why sometimes I'm online on Discord at like dinner time, and someone thinks, she's working. No, I'm
gaming.
I'm playing gachas. Leave me alone.
it's just gacha time. Yeah.
That's
What is your
impressive that you
favorite
said you
gacha?
play 7, huh? What would you be your favorite though? You have to have a favorite, but 7's a lot, no?
Yeah, I play free to play, and I'm not like super
Oh
competitive.
my god.
Some of them I only log in, get my daily rewards, and then be out. It just means I'm into them at some point, and now I'm moving on to something else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like 6 or 7 of them, and most of them are mobile.
Really? Which one would be, like, right now, currently, which one would you say is your favorite?
No one knows this one because it's a really weird thing. It's called Starlight Review, and it's sort of like idols who are actresses. And I know it sounds dumb, but it has
I don't think so.
cutthroat PvP community, and it's super difficult, and you need to play on top of your game. And I really like that. Like it's this thing.
I'm a huge fan of idol games and
Oh.
idol anime.
Is it
Yeah.
an anime-like game? Okay, it looked
Yeah,
like
super
anime
weeb-like.
characters. Oh wait, Tsukki, you said PvP. Wait a second, you said you didn't like the big brain plays. This is different.
Yeah, it's different because there's less numbers involved, you know.
Okay.
And you do whatever you can in those 6 slots. And I sort of discovered I could do this. Then I got interested in it, and now I'm
I'm gonna go look this up right now.
You're rank 1.
not rank 1, but I'm rank S, which is high.
Okay, so you're wow, you're definitely serious about it. Really cool.
All right. Let's do our turn. Or let's close out, and then we can do a post show and just hang out with the community for a little bit. With that, Tsukki, thank you so much for coming on. This is going to be the end of the recorded episode, but
Is this the one, Tsukki?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
You just downloaded it?
I actually, so Kennedy, I think we should keep the recording going.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah, I mean, well, because just because people can't be here, I mean, it would be cool to have everybody here. but
Okay.
Obviously, time zones and stuff like that makes it unfair for people who couldn't be here to hear everything Tsukki might have to say. Because the community in chat might have something interesting that they'd want to hear. So
Well,
Yeah. Okay, so this is where I guess we'd normally end up the show and do a turn 30, but we'll keep the recording going. Please know if this comes into your podcast feed and it's a bajillion minutes long, just work with us.
Sorry.
No, it's great. It's great. Okay,
Kennedy,
so
they're going to hear that disclaimer 2 hours late. Just FYI.
yep, and I'm not going back and editing this episode. That's my promise to you. All right, so that was all of the prepared questions we had for you, Tsukki, and we did send a lot of these to you beforehand time, so you had some like time to think on them and come up with like some really cool answers. We will take some questions from the community and try and pick out some cool things from chat. Please understand that we can't answer everything on your brain, as you know, as you've been listening to.
I did get a really good question from Alto PDX that I'd like.
Yeah,
to
I was gonna say
after we
somebody
do
put it on
turn
the
30.
document.
Yeah, because I
Go ahead
saw
and
that
ask
one in
it.
chat, and it was really good. So I'm gonna wait until after the turn 30 because, you know.
Oh wait, do
gotta
we want to do the turn 30 now and then keep going?
Yeah, we might as well do the turn
Okay,
30.
sure.
Technically, it's the end of the episode, but we're gonna do a little post show that everybody gets to see this time. Because normally we do a post show. If you want to hang out with us on the post show, just
I
come to
will, yeah.
twitch.tv/Temtalkshow.
All right, so turn 30. This is the this is normally at the end of our podcast where we talk about something non-Temtem related that's interesting to you. And as our special guest, Tsukki, it is your. We like to throw this to the guests. So, is there anything non-Temtem related that you want to bring up and talk about?
This is going to take everyone by surprise, but I want to talk about cats. No, like I think this has been brought up a bit when I get to talk to people close. But if you have pets or have experience with pets, please consider fostering. Fostering is super rewarding. Please get some animal in your house. I don't mind if it's cats, dogs, whatever. I'm an avid foster mom, and if you guys have questions or need help, if it's cats, you can DM me when I'm not working, please, and I'll help you guys. But please, it will be super cool if someone started fostering because of this. That's my trend, because I don't have a band or anything cool to promote like you.
Whoa! I would argue that is just as cool as having a band. You know, taking care of animals and fostering them is really important. Because you know, a lot of people are like, you know, well, first of all, because fostering is you take care of them until they get a new home, right?
Yeah, until they get adopted. And I know it sounds kind of sad because you think I've gotten attached to this animal. How am I going to give them away? But the feeling you get when they finally find a forever home, and then you can help another one, because fostering is like this one gets in, this one goes out, then this and another one goes in. It's a continuous cycle, so you don't get to miss the other one because you have to.
One.
Yeah. I don't happen to have one because my last foster got adopted right before Christmas, and I've been at my parents, so
cute.
I don't have a foster to show right now, but I would have in any other circumstances.
Bean is not here, but Bean actually was in a foster home before we adopted him from the Humane Society. And you know, that's another thing. You know, if you can't foster, adopt. There's already so many animals in shelters and stuff. Like, if you can adopt and you're looking for a pet, please adopt. But you know, we adopted Bean from the Humane Society here, and his previous foster parents had like they left a little note, and you know, they gave us their contact information, and they're like, please send us updates on Bean, and you know, we want to know how he's doing, and you know, they gave us information about him and how much they loved him and all that stuff. It was super cool, and it's super good, really rewarding.
I see why you like Temtem, right? Because you seem really passionate about animals, right?
Yeah.
Specifically cats.
I am. I said it before, but I'm a very functional, crazy cat lady.
Was there anything that kind of started that, or was it ever since you were little you were super passionate about animals?
I've been wanting a cat since I was 9, and my parents wouldn't let me have one. So when I moved out for college, I adopted Molingo. And it's all progress ever since.
Okay.
I like, you were talking about fostering, and I was loosely looking at chat, but I did want to like weigh into that conversation. I have two adopted puppers at home, and I was one of them was a rescue that I wanted, and then the second one I was volunteering at the animal shelter, and I was going
I
to
have
foster her, and then I was just like, nope, you're mine. I love you. You're staying here forever, and you're gonna get all the love in the world. And I think that's gonna happen every single time I foster an animal.
the foster fail, the very famous foster fail. Yeah,
Do you like
but that's
do you
good.
like guinea pigs?
Yeah, I do. I like most animals except for some bugs.
You wanna see my guinea pig?
You
Or,
have a
well,
guinea
one of
pig?
them. I have three of them. 'Cause you're not supposed to have just one guinea pig. I have three. I'll go get one.
What do you not have? Like you open this saying, "I have a surprise for you," and boom, a kitten, and now there's the guinea pig.
I'll go get one real quick. Hold on.
But
All
hey,
right.
Kenny, did you want to go through questions in chat, or is that something we didn't want to do?
No,
Like
no. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tsukki.
I'm usually the one who says things, so I want to answer what the community wants to know right now. So
Mm-hmm.
let's
I
say
see a bunch
community
of questions. People saying when Cypher comes out. That's probably number one question. So if you weren't here, guys, she can't say, but soon.
Yeah, Safanku's in your heart. There was
it's
a
being
question, Tsukki, that one of our viewers did submit that I deleted it out of the chat, but not because I deleted it, because I didn't copy her right question. So the question that she actually wanted to ask was from Graceful Klutz, and she asked if you ever expected anybody to find love in the game of Temtem. And I guess building on that for me would be
Ooh.
like, what type of relationships do you think, like, I don't know, not what type of relationships, but is there appreciation at Crema for like the relationships that are formed in game?
Let me just address this little chunk for a second.
Guys, what's going on in the chat?
Tiny, that's adorable. And yes, we do appreciate. In fact, right after I joined, I let a couple of months go by, and then I remember asking, "Have any of you met a lifelong friend? Have you guys found a partner in Temtem? And if you have stories like this, please send them my way because I will definitely, most likely, at some point, have a soapy post about people who have made really." Tight bonds in the Temtem community. So yeah, we do appreciate that.
Temtem K-drama when?
Whenever you guys decide to act it out.
Yeah, that sounds fire.
One of my favorite MMOs, Guild Wars 2, every year on like Valentine's Day, they kind of do like a spotlight on just the friends and relationships that have formed through the game. And it's just like one of those heartwarming things that MMOs cause, like social interaction.
I
One
think
of
it'll
those, yeah.
happen. Maybe it's already happened. Does anyone know of anyone that met through Temtem and maybe has a relationship right now? I feel like
Come
it's
through.
about to happen.
If you have come through.
Yeah, let us know. And hey, Gaijin, if you're listening, that guinea pig is humongous. I thought they were little. That looks like the size of a cat. And that's huge. I didn't know they were that big.
All right, so if anybody else has questions, definitely put them in chat, and I will be trying my best to pick out some cool ones. And same for you, too. Plus, and Tsukki, I'm going to put this up on stream, and I don't know how you feel about this, but people have been Discord messaging me. Unfortunately, you are a meme template already.
Oh,
Or
wait a
what?
second.
That the question is, what did I do to deserve that?
I'm going to put it up on stream, and it's
Okay.
It's pretty funny. I think it comes from Okay, Gaijin sent it to me, and Maluna sent it to me, and let me switch it over to here. Here we go. Hopefully that shows up. So for everybody listening, it's a 2-panel meme, and it
That
says
is perfect.
Spanish cuisine, and it has all of these well-cooked foods. And then the second panel is Suki's favorite food, and it's her holding up the teleport link, but somebody edited French fries onto it.
Yeah, y'all posted it too. So mean, so mean.
Realize now in hindsight that maybe holding a blank sort of thing would end up deviating in this. Yeah, maybe I should have thought about that.
I definitely see more memes coming out too.
So question from Pond Slayer, are you thinking about adding more languages to the game? I guess that's again out of your wheelhouse, but also you're kind of like the communications person.
I always answer. I get a lot of this on the socials, and that's entirely not up to us. So it's good that you guys are showing interest, but we cannot promise we'll add any other language. So just keep like saying, "Hey, I'd like to see this game in this language," and maybe someday it will happen or not.
Oh, there's another one up here I kind of want to ask too, from Robert T. M. There was a lot of backlash for the housing update when that dropped, and many people still haven't bothered buying a house, myself included. Without spoiling anything, are there plans to add things to player housing and make them more worthwhile to players who want them more than just cosmetics?
I think this was actually said before in like an update. There was something about interactive in-house things. I don't know if there will be something like people suggest all sort of things like this thing that gives fruits, and then those fruits you can use and all that. I don't know if it will get to that point, but housing will get more complex as we go on, and I think it will be more worthwhile. It's, what you guys have now is like a 30% of housing.
Okay.
Even if it's only for show, even if there's nothing actually playable added, the cosmetics that are still not in game are probably the coolest one, in my humble opinion. So yeah, it will get better.
I can really
functionality.
Yeah, I can really appreciate that too. I remember a tweet or a post from Yaw forever ago before housing was like released of something similar of what you just said, of like there was some really cool unique features planned for it that just weren't coming with its official release. But yeah, I can't wait to see what we get in the future. Tsukki, if you want to write down anything on the paper and hold it back up to, spoil housing stuff, that's completely welcome. I'm kidding.
I bet people are gonna put Saipanku next week on the paper. Tsukki said it, guys. Tsukki said it.
Send help.
And hey guys, if you didn't see, I saw y'all said a lot of balance changes coming out in this next update. So all you PvP fans, that's something to look forward to. I know there's been some a lot of talk like, hey, when are we gonna get a little changes, a little, some traits feel really, really oppressive. Naga Ise being one of them, right? So maybe something like that. So we'll see. I'm definitely excited for that.
It's easy to deal with. Just turbo it. Problem solved. I mean, you cannot turbo a Gulder, so ban the Gulder, because turboing Gulder does nothing. Literally nothing. Even with +5 speed, nothing.
A lot of people love turbo choreography, but I think nimbleness or nimble is super underrated, and there's going to be some good opportunities for that in the future. Invest in some nimble stocks.
Yeah, kind of like that question from Hamtaro there. Without spoiling, you said Mix was your favorite, right, Tsukki? So is there a Temtem that you would say is better than that coming in the future? Because that's a pretty big deal if there is, right? Because Mix is beautiful already.
There is one I really like more than Mix.
And maybe Saipanku or after that?
I cannot say.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind.
That gets my mind rolling on some of the mythical Tims, and this is probably one of the most eager and unsure areas of the game that we have, because there was a tweet forever ago that gave us some information on the mythical Tims that are coming, and then curse his name, Yaw goes back on that tweet and says, I forget exactly what he said, but like a piece of this is not correct anymore, and there's like 3 things listed on the post, and it's just like, well, which one isn't right? Yeah, I need to know. But I can't wait to kind of see what the mythical Temtem design is. Is there anything about or rather, have you seen the mythical Tims? And if so, you don't have to spoil them. In your opinion, do they like do they fit more of a mystical?
Right?
Yeah, do they fit more of like a mythical feel, like Temtem, like a traditional legendary, or do they fit like that modern feel that I feel like Temtem really does? Like, I don't know, digital Tims are something I would never expect in a game, but I think they fit, and it would be really cool if there was like some type of mythical of that new age.
I have seen them, and as always, Temtem sort of does it's something, you know. They do it something and they fit really well with the universe, but they also have that special feeling like there's no way you will see it and go, that's another Temtem. No, you'll know. But it goes really well with the general feeling of the game. And yeah, I really do like them.
Okay, that's exciting.
Can we get him update of Saipunku, or is that going to be later on? No.
Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, okay. I'm trying, guys.
I won't rehash the whole conversation about the roadmap, but in just like the broadest of brushstrokes, the roadmap did say when the mythicals were going to be added. So I would say when that, and this is for people listening to the podcast, probably whenever discussion of that other type of content that's like along that same lines starts getting discussed, maybe that's when to start expecting mythicals. Go ahead.
There's certain things that we don't get to spoil much because they're huge and they're significant, and I think mythicals are going to be the sort of thing that you will not really know until you're in front of them, you know.
Yeah, and
I'm excited.
I agree. Somebody added me on this one, and I don't know if you have the answer to this, Tsukki, because this whole topic just kind of came up out of the blue. Grandmaster Zendo says, if I may ask, does Crema intend to allow the mythical Tims into competitive matches? I'd be very sad if they weren't usable in the main game mode I enjoy.
I genuinely don't know. I don't know that much.
Fair.
I don't know how they'll work in the game later.
Go a little bit up. Tsukki, are you familiar with the whole Anahir theory that goes around the community? Have you ever heard about it?
I've heard everything you guys have said about Anahir, and I will go. I will not go into it. I'll let you guys keep theorizing that, and at some point you'll.
Well,
see.
hey, tell us this: was there anyone, as you said, hit it on the head? Was there anyone that was right in their theories? You don't have to say what it was. Was there anyone that had it, like, wow, he actually guessed it right?
Are we talking about what happened in the chat or what has happened in the last 11 months? Because in the last 11 months, there have been people who have gotten it right, yeah.
Okay, what about in chat? I might have to rewatch the video.
That's too short of a pool.
Plus, for the listeners of the podcast who might not know, and me specifically, what's the Anahir theory? I'm
I was
unfamiliar
just
with this.
going at well, I don't know how deep we want to get into it, but I was just mainly going at like it will have an evolution in the future. But no, also the theory of that it's is like a traumatized Sherald, right? Because it has a lot of features of similar features of Sherald. Crystal's evolution. So it's like Dr. I call him Himajaro, but I know that's not his name. But Dr. I don't know exactly his name. But you guys know the Dr.
Kilimanjaro.
There's a trick with that because I can't believe I have to say this in front of a camera, but it's a pun on how you would say amigo in Spanish, it's like you, instead of saying friend, you say just FRAND. So it's amigo, sort of. Or you can go with
Amigo.
you can
Oh,
just say
that's
amigo
easier.
without the G.
Amigo.
But yeah, it's upon on how amigo is said.
I see. So yeah, Dr. Hamigo, how
Amigo, yeah.
you know, he like traumatized. He was doing a lot of experiments on Cheryl, and that's what happened to Anya. That's like the general theory going around the community. So yeah, I was wondering if you heard about that. So confirmed, you said it
Actually,
right in the past.
I'll let you guys theorize about that.
Okay.
Okay, I do have a question
we-
on this
I-
topic
I-
though. Before we get off of it, so what's the general energy and feel at Crema when somebody in the community guesses something right without any help from Crema?
Like, first of all, you guys seem to have the impression that everyone is as often in the Discord as I am, and I usually work delivering those fun things that happen in the community to everyone else, because it's actually my job to watch over the Discord and all that. So I'm usually the one who catches that, or things that are super cool and we want to show them to a Crema team. And there's usually loves, like Victor knows more than we do. So he usually goes like, whoa, you see when they discover this or that, or poor things, or like that. It's a joyous feeling. We have fun with that.
Hey, a little off topic, Suki. Do you speak anything else other than English and Spanish? Maybe a little French?
I do speak like the tiniest possible remainings of French. I used to speak
Okay.
it better than I do now.
Okay.
And plus,
I was just wondering.
can you say monsieur?
It's a meme. It's a meme in the community. I can't say it, so they're always asking me to say it because I embarrass myself every single time. So you gotta help me out. I can't. I can never say it for some reason.
Just try. Yeah.
Wait. You go first. You go first. You gotta help me
I
out.
have to
You
go first. I have to.
Yeah, you go first.
Monsieur.
Oh, that's different. Wait, God just said it different than you.
Yeah, he
Well,
says like
I'm not
Monsieur,
French.
and I go Monsieur.
Monsieur,
Monsieur. Mhm.
Monsieur.
Like, keep in mind, I spoke French for like 10 hot
Monsieur?
minutes.
Okay, well, hey, I hope that was good.
I don't think it
I
was.
do know there is one member in the community. I had the hardest time pronouncing their name, but Tsubaki helped me out. Heine Vansen.
I remember there was one time where we were watching you plus, and you had trouble with my name too. I think the TS is like a complicated thing, and you call me Suski, and we had a lot of fun with that for weeks. And
Suki, right? Suki now? Did I
it's
get it
Suki,
right?
yeah, it's Suki. It's always Suki.
What did I say
And
before?
Kennedy was going to pronounce my name, but he chickened out. We practiced this.
I did chicken out. Okay, hold on. I'll go for it right now.
Let's go. Okay.
Lucia. So
Yeah, that's it.
Lucien Benito.
Like,
I
if
didn't know
I'm,
that.
I cannot be the only one being suffering here, speaking another language. You guys
See,
put me out.
My name is
Share the
Brandon
pain.
Kennedy. I was raised north of Chicago and lived most of my life in Alabama. I've got the dumb tongue. Like,
I do want to move on to the question that Alto PDX asked, because I think it's a really good question.
Okay.
So here's a community question topic that I think is worth asking about. Can you describe the process that community feedback via the forums, discussions, and Discord gets reviewed by the team? For example, examples may include proposed balance changes, feedback on existing features, etc.
Like, I can only talk about what I overhear in the office, because as I said, I never take part in anything in the design process. But it's usually someone reads that, and then it's brought up in a conversation, and then everyone, and then they're like, this could work, but not this, and we could do this or that. And when there's a consensus, we sort of introduce it into the game.
Okay. All right.
So
like,
that's why that's why I
if
always
you see
say,
something interesting, you'd like bring it to them and see what they think, and then they would discuss it further, right?
this is a dangerous game, and it's something that I have to set boundaries onto, because a lot of people expect me to play Messenger all the time, and if I were to relay everything that I get every day to them, I would not let them work, and I would not get any work done. So that's why the forums are there. Like, the only things I can pay for are cats. If you guys suggest anything to do with cats, I will insist on that, but everything else is outside of my reach.
Let Molingo in.
Let Molingo in Temtem 2021, please.
Everybody, please just at play Temtem on Twitter. Hashtag let Molingo in.
I like it. But a kitty Temtem is coming, right? I believe you said something in the past like that. There's like a similar, like not exactly like a cat, but kitty-like, right?
There's a lot of cute Temps coming. There was one in the in one of the many videos that they're done during the alpha. That's sort of like a kitten and has three tails and it's purple and all that. You've seen that one, and there's a lot of cute Temtem coming. Yeah, I'm well fed.
I have a question of my own while we're just well, actually I will ask this one from chat and then I'll ask another one of my own. Pink G Ruff asks, what do you think if the teleportation feature is a piggy peck, Ochi dashing you into your desired location? I like it.
Really like it. Yeah, that would be cool. I think the one we have gone with is cool too, but I like to see Piggy Ochi dashing everything.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if there was gonna be a cool animation to teleporting, but you just said there is an animation, so hey, that seems pretty cool.
I never said there was an animation. I said the thing itself, the way it happens, is cool.
Okay, so something more than just point A to point B, like something.
You're trying really hard, you know.
I did have a question about. Was there something else you wanted to say on that, Tsukki?
No. I just wanted to say that again, take it with a grain of salt, because what I consider cool might not be what everyone else considers cool. I'm easily impressionable, you know.
Fair.
There you go.
I did have a question about clubs, and I kind of want to steer the direction, or the discussion towards clubs, because I think this is probably one of the most exciting features of an MMO, just with the people that you get to interact with on a daily basis. And probably one of the ones that I think I was really enthused about for Temtem that kind of have, I guess, not really met my expectations, where Discord kind of steps in and does so much that you would expect out of a guild. I would ask, what were your thoughts on clubs, and have they met like your expectations?
The tricky thing here is that I know how clubs will be, and I'm pretty sure they'll be much more entertaining than they are now. I didn't have any expectations up until now, because right now they're just a way to cluster people together and have cool flags. That's all. But there will be things that will make clubs way more significant than they are. And I think, personally, from what I've read, if it doesn't change, which I'm guessing it will, it's really cool. It's a cool thing to see.
Okay, that's exciting, because Gaijin wants me to join a competitive club he started in game, and I'm in Enigma, and I really like my Enigma club members.
Mm-hmm.
But for as much as I interact with them in game and what we do in game, I might as well just be in the Enigma Discord, and in game be in, Gaijin's club. So I was wondering if there was going to be like more interwovenness of just like what it means to be in a club, and that's exciting to know.
At some point, it will be meaningful in which club you're at.
All right. Hopefully you can still have your job when you go into tomorrow, and that doesn't spoil too much.
If I'm not online on Monday, please remember me. Remember Molly.
We will never forget you, Tsukki. we do have to ask one question. It's been continuously asked in chat. Who is your favorite League of Legends champion? And do you like League of Legends or Dota?
Yeah. I play League of Legends. I have played Dota too. I just don't play Dota anymore because my brain just shrink it, and I can play it now. But I play League a lot, and my favorite champ is Nami.
Hey, there you go, folks. You heard it here.
That's super surprising. I did not know you played League.
I do, yeah. Unfortunately, I've been trying to quit for like 7 or 9 years now.
Yeah,
it has this way of drawing you back in.
No, I
has.
found it pretty easy to quit after the community was very toxic to me for like weeks on end. You know, if you're not a good player, you see the words KYS a lot, and people are super mean.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, League itself is not fun. League in hindsight is fun.
Yeah.
While
If
you're
you are
playing League
playing
of
with
Legends, you're
friends,
not having a good time.
I don't know.
if you're
It's
playing with friends, it's amazing. If you're playing
yeah.
by yourself, you're gonna have a bad time.
It's like force of instinct now. Like when I don't know what to do, when I'm sitting here and I'm like, free time. What can I do that's like mindless? Because I don't play normal games. I just play Aram. So that's what I do.
That's completely fair. I like the roles of League 2, and that you can play like support or like a or something like that. And I guess it's kind of one of the things that is I need such a dedicated chunk of time to play Temtem, because I'm so like mentally engaged whenever I do like PvP or something, that it takes like all of my processing power. Whereas in something like League, it's just like, okay, I only have to care about keeping this idiot alive. Like all I gotta
Mm-hmm.
do is just spam heals and stay out of crap on
Yeah.
the ground. Somebody sent me a question I did want to ask. I'm gonna scroll back up and look for it. Oh, Reaper Psycho asks, when are you adding the option to join the Bel Soto clan?
There's a lot of people in the community actually that have sort of taken that side, And since you can dress like them, I feel like the feeling of belonging is there, I actually like a lot of the Belsoro. I think I said it recently that Lady Lori is really cool in my viewpoint of things. I like a strong, badass female characters, and I know she gets her ass kicked, but she's just cool.
She is cool. But yeah, that
I
would be cool to be have the decision, be a good guy or bad guy kind of thing. But hey, maybe in the future.
I don't know. I mean, I associate the Bell Soda costume with one thing. And I mean, Temtem, Crema has done an amazing job eliminating this. But for me, the Bell Soda uniform will forever be synonymous with botters.
Yeah.
Always botters.
Oh. And, to that point, I haven't seen as much as the good
It's been
old days.
curved so
I think it's
much.
gotten much better. So
Yeah.
shout out to you guys over there at Crema. I think you guys did a good job. I feel like there's way less with all the changes you guys done in the past year. It's really impressive.
Absolutely. It's so much better.
Yeah.
It'll forever be a battle though. Like wherever there's an MMO, wherever money can be made, it's always going to be a battle. I mean, even the biggest MMOs, can't deal with it forever. We got Final Fantasy 14 and WoW. You got gil sellers, gold sellers, whatever.
Oh gosh, don't even mention gold selling in WoW. Blizzard's jumped on the train. You can just buy bad tokens now, trade it.
But
Let's see.
feel
Is there
like it's
anything?
probably kind of late for Tsukki now, and I feel like
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are
I
you
don't have to
sure?
work tomorrow. I don't have to wake up early tomorrow, so we can all hang
Okay, I
out.
just didn't want to keep you for like ever if you wanted to get to bed, because I
No
know you're a
problem.
lot of time ahead of us. So,
Nah,
but
it's not
if we
even
stay
10
up
p.m.
late
yet.
enough, oh cool. If we stay up late enough, y'all might go to bed, and then we can really start. Leaving.
He's been silent for a while now, so.
He has been silent. Maybe he's asleep.
Always keeping tabs. Oh, that's a pretty good
Oh.
There
question,
he
I
is.
see
There
from
he is.
Sweetie
Uh-oh.
Poo.
There he is.
He's always watching.
He's.
Sweetie Poo asks, who decided to give Max a Luma Barnshee to flex on all of us?
I love that decision so much.
I think it was a good starting point, because you kind of get to know the sort of character you face in. First, he puts the Ori, and then you discover he has a Luma apparently, and that's enough to hate them,
It really is. It really is enough to make people jealous. Although I will say, before I versed Max with the Luma Barnshee, I already had one. I got my
Alex
third day
alert.
Them.
So I
Let's
flexed
see.
on Max with a Luma Barnshee and a Luma Tatsuru. Get on my level, Max.
Yeah. Wait. So Tsukki, since you're on the first island, you never caught a Luma before, right?
No, I don't have a Luma. No.
Oh,
Oh.
what?
Where are you? I need to give you a Gaijin Tater Tot. I need to give you a.
There's no need really. If you wanna, I'll take it, but
Oh,
there's no need.
I'm going to. I'm going to give you one.
Like I feel like that's dangerous territory, because if I start taking temp from everyone, it will feel like I'm making use of my depth powers and pressuring people into giving me things. And I like taking games like Temtem calmly and chill. And if at some point I run into Luma, great. If I don't, that's great too. I will not die over being Saku or Gaku.
Yeah, I remember there was a little bit of a controversy.
Grace just found a Luma Koish.
Oh, nice job.
Here talking about Lumas, and Graceful Klutz just found a Luma Electric Koish.
Congrats!
I remember there was a little bit of a controversy for a hot second with you giving your OT to some players in the community. Was that like a area where it just like wasn't covered in the terms of service, or what?
The sort of thing that you do without thinking further. Like, you think the best of people, and I do it for anyone that comes up and says, "Hey, will you hatch this egg for me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just have to sit here and the egg will hatch." And then it turns into a super prize Tsukki OT. Tsukki that hasn't progressed past Wingwall 4. Are you flexi? Nothing.
It's
So I don't-
super special.
I don't do it as often as I used to. People don't ask anymore. I guess I've lost my touch now, but maybe in the future.
No.
Sometime.
Yeah, I have I have 4 Luma 2Y eggs that I am not hatching. I don't know what to do with them. They're just sitting in my inventory. Someday I kind of want to take the gamble, but I think they'll sit there. I don't have the magic touch either. I've never hatched a Luma egg.
Hey, Kenny, they're saying take the arrow.
Take
the
arrow. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I am definitely not hunting rollers, and that's definitely not where my roller screen is.
People's face. It's like your favorite thing. You gotta work on.
No. If you saw on screen, hold on, like the mouse changes to the Temtem mouse. Like, do you see it? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I do. It happens every single time we do Temtalk. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, I'm definitely not hunting rollers on my other screen. Definitely not.
But hey, Tsukki, I saw some questions in the chat. I know this is a little bit more for like the development side, but is there any word going on over there about changes to like the leaderboard? Like, is there? I know we said there's going to be a ranked version 2. Is there? Do you know, to your understanding, like, will there be like a leaderboard, maybe like rewards for like those top 10 or something like that? Is that considered, or you don't really know?
There will be changes. I think Joe said there would not be a leaderboard like in the usual sense of the word, but we said there will be tiers and rewards with that. Like, expect a leaderboard where you can see everyone. If it happens, that's great, but don't expect it. I think that's not planned. But there will be things that reward those that are higher, I think.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool enough.
I'm reading.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying my best to keep my eye on it too. I'm just so notoriously bad at keeping up with chat.
Asking, will I
really handle all the chat? Me and Plus are used to bigger chats. I mean, Plus way more than me. You know, he usually gets like 180 viewers. I'm like, I'm like 40 viewers, so it's a little bit fast for me, but.
You were saying there was something in chat you wanted to read, Tsukki?
Yeah, someone was asking when will I progress on my story with my character. And last time I brought this up for the Sipanku live stream, Joe told me that they can magically place me at Sipanku, so don't wait up, guys, because
the special privilege there.
That hacker, yaw. He's a menace to the archipelago. Yeah, we do a special thing on Temtalk where I guess we've only done it for one island now, but I was hoping Gaijin to keep the magic going. Where on Sipanku, like we don't play through unless we're playing through together,
Mhm.
which might be too late for you by the time I'm able to play. But it'd be really magical to have like a co-op stream through Sipanku. So if Gaijin and I can't co-op stream Tsukki, if you need somebody to co-op stream, take plus. Kidding.
Wait, I thought you could say yourself. Take Kennedy. Take Gaijin.
Yeah.
Or
I,
y'all. I want to see y'all gaming with you.
no, I have a little humble brag. I was
Remember
talking.
that
You and
table.
Yana do a co-op stream on Switch or YouTube would be amazing.
I have a little humble brag. I was talking about the statistics you tweeted before Suki, and I think it was like 5% of the player base makes it through the General X fight, or like 2% or something super low.
Just like 0.7 or 3% of people beat Gerald Max. Yeah.
Yeah, that is like that. Learning that statistic was wild to me. My humble brag is I have not lost against General X on the 3 times I fought him. I fought him with my own account. I helped my partner, and I fought on my alt. So
So you're part of that stat.
yeah, just just keeping that 3% alive.
That literally blows my mind because I went through on my competitive account because I made an account just for competitive, and I went through on my comp account and I had like level 58 TV train Tems, and I mean I did forget to heal before going to the final battle, but I still cannot believe that people beat that like without like I'm sure some of these people even beat it on their first try, and I'm like, man, I really gotta take Suki's advice and get good.
You just have to be super prepared, right? There we go. Get good.
There is something that I want to comment on that I will ask after I ask Pink G Ruff's question. Which current Tims do you want Yaw to give you for its Panku stream?
I
Leak.
want Luma. I think I'll allow them to place me in Sipanku, but I'll try to get my own temps before we get there.
Okay. The question that just kind of shot into my mind as we were like talking, Tsuki, you were a big help in making the Academy stream that I did, or PvP league that I did, successful. And it was an opportunity to help like newer players learn PvP and understand the game and just engage with the community. That said, I remember there was also a Crema tournament for the alpha that Neko Blocky won.
You know who ranked second in that one, you know?
Wait, who was
you know
second
that?
in that? I don't know.
That was Shuni.
Oh,
Shuni.
wow.
Oh, that's why we said Shuni versus Q Angel. Ah.
Okay. Well, my question would be, is there any type of community content that you, I guess, as like the community manager, would be like looking to grow inside of our community as far as like tournaments and leagues are concerned?
Someone asked this to me in a private DM recently. Right now, my hands are tied because if I start doing it with some, I have to do it with everyone else, and that involves a lot of investigating, a lot of knowing who we give the spotlight to or not, and all that. But in the future, when we get there, when we can do those things, like with everything else that has to do with the community, I just want people to be kind, to be nice. I like people who help new players. I like people who answer questions, and I like tournaments that focus on helping new players. I like tournaments that like put things on where their feet, if that's an expression that actually
Spicy,
sits.
right?
Yeah, like those where you cannot pick 13 Temtem, where you cannot have this or that, where all Temtem have to be particular color, you know, things that spice things up a bit. I
Okay.
like those. But in the
Okay.
future, when we get to sort of championing the community made tournament and stuff, things may change. I may not have the final word on that
Okay,
at the
and
end.
for the listeners, I do want to correct myself. Chat is correcting me. That was not a Crema tournament back in Alpha. It was an ABC tournament. I don't know what that means, but it wasn't hosted by Crema.
No, but it was like the most official one I think we've had.
Yeah, I now see. Well, the reason why I asked this is because I cannot win a Pigapec plushie singing with my voice, but I could probably win a Pigapec plushie fighting with my brain. So
That's good, actually.
I
Like
believe it.
at some point, I believe you'll get a chance to win it. We have some. You can do it, Kennedy. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Plus says he believes it. Plus only spectates me in his tournaments when I'm like going against somebody super difficult who's wiping the floor with me. Any match I win, Plus will not spectate me. But when I'm in his tournaments and I'm getting my
It's
butt
random.
whipped,
It's random.
I'm just kidding with you, Plus.
Of course.
And what I think would be really
go
fun
ahead.
is, I know it would be like super impossible to do, but like, or really difficult is for somebody like hosting a tournament to just like collect like a bunch of different so multiple traits of the same tem, and then all have different move sets on them, and like somehow just random pick all the tems for the team that they're using, so that they don't know what they're getting, and they have to use what they have. So random moves, random traits, and
That's fun, I always like my random
there.
factor.
Yeah, I think all random everything would be kind of fun, just because like you have no idea what you're doing, and you can't go in it with a plan. You just have to make it up as you go along, and I think that would be really cool.
Pure chaos. Yeah, I like that.
RG Isosceles in chat says there's a secret strategy to winning while being streamed. Get good. I did not know that, so I will incorporate that into my strategy in the future. So.
Awesome.
Should we do like a final, maybe super good question to close things out? Maybe if anyone's super curious.
Do one more.
Yeah, the final question, we have Tsukki, the community manager of Temtem. Who's gonna do the honors? Is it Brutal Felix? That's a big question there. I haven't read it though.
That seems like a question for...
That's design. Yeah, I cannot answer that story.
That's not for Tsukki. So a question that Tsukki can answer that's in her wheelhouse, that is not Sipanku when, because we've already answered that. When it's ready.
To touch the Felix question, hey Bruto, if you didn't see, y'all said a lot of balance changes. So not so much so for the techniques, but y'all said there's a lot of balance changes in terms of the temp
looks like
stats and stuff.
They want a Tsukki K-pop dance on stream. I mean,
but only if you guys dance.
Let's go. Whoa, hey, you teach us, and then we can end it off in style.
The problem is I can't stream the music to you guys. If I listen to the music, it's going to be on my end. I'm down. I will dance, but yeah, send me it. I will dance, but it might not be synced up.
I'll just teach you, no music, just the dance. Okay?
Okay.
Like, I actually knew this was happening because Tylo has been really bringing this up all the week. Okay, so you go like this, and then you take it up with an L. Okay? Then the other hand, and then again with an L. Then you do this, then this, then this, and you cross them. And there you go. That's likey.
Okay,
likey.
That's right.
Wait. Okay, there we go.
Wait, in, out.
So Linda, me likey, me likey, me likey. Tugun.
Oh yeah, I do recognize. Tugu. Guys, the Temtalk
after this,
show
no one can say I don't give everything to my community after this, after posing myself like this.
Anybody who questions that clearly never watched.
I'm a much better dancer than I am singer.
Is this being recorded, Kennedy? Is this going to stay for posterity?
Yes, it is being recorded.
Yeah.
I'll
All
just
right.
die. I'll just quit. I'm not doing that.
So we've got a Tsukki dance, we've got Tsukki memes. It has been a heck of a time hanging out with you today. Thank you for coming on, Tsukki. We always give people the opportunity to plug themselves. So where can the community find you?
So I have a Twitter that I use semi-professionally. It's how do you say this in English? Like
At.
the one,
A?
the
Oh, at. Okay.
pepper
How do you
as
say it
in
in
the
Spanish?
spice.
Oh, arroba? Okay.
Sorry.
Pepper like the spice with a P, and then trad. Trad. That's my semi-professional Twitter. Don't expect anything from it.
Alrighty. Plus, I already know how you feel about plugging yourself. Everybody, Plus OP is a awesome content creator in our community. Like, please give this man some love. He hosts tournaments every single Friday. I believe there's one tonight. So definitely, if you want to enter into that, check out his channel at twitch.tv/plusop. Do exclamation Discord there, get the Discord link, and then enter into the tournament because it's listed
Also,
somewhere on
Plus
there.
OP has the
Guys,
YouTube
follow, y'all
channel.
just put Suski's Twitter there, guys. Let's hit her all with the follows. I just did myself Lucia. And your
Yeah.
little how did I forget? It's not Mihoyo. Molingo.
Molingo, yeah.
Molingo's right there.
Yeah, it's right there. It's everywhere, you
Beautiful.
know. A lot of Molingo content in all my socials.
Lingo.
Gaijin, what are you up to this week, and where can the people find you?
I mean, I stream Temtem and Sea of Thieves, but mostly Temtem. You can find me on twitch.tv/itsgaijinbu. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, Vero, whatever. I'm basically everywhere. It's Gaijinbu. Somebody already stole Gaijinbu, so
Oh no.
we're going with It's Gaijinbu. They haven't even used that Twitter account in years.
I want to say shout out to my Temtem friend Maluna, who is spamming my messages with Tsukki memes. These are the greatest things I've ever seen.
I'm so afraid of going back to the Discord now. I'm so afraid, guys.
I have to find
In a good
one
way,
of
though.
these and go tweet it. But
Sea of Thieves with me. I do play with viewers, so you know when I'm not streaming Temtem, I am streaming Sea of Thieves. So come hang out.
all right, and for myself, I live stream D&D content on my own Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/presbykennedy, and occasionally I do gaming content. If you want to watch this show live, we always appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. We stream on twitch.tv/temtalkshow, and then we upload all of the episodes to an RSS feed, so you can find it in any podcasting app that you like listening to. That the name of the show again is Temtalk. Obviously, you're listening to it. I hope you enjoy it. And if you don't like listening on podcasting apps, we do have a YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/c/Temtalk. Probably.
My God. No.
Yeah.
Come on,
I don't have
Kennedy.
a custom link at this time because Kennedy never set it up. But you
No,
can
we
find
do
it-
have a custom link for the
so.
for the
Anyway, though,
YouTube channel.
I just want to say thank you so much, Tsukki, for taking time out of your day to come be here and talk with us, and Ya for being in chat babysitting, and Rainer for hanging out and helping moderate here. I mean, I know how much you love it because it's what you do, and just any devs who have come in here to hang out, answer some questions, and just take time out of your day to chill with us in the community. It really means a lot.
It
Don't
does.
mention it. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm happy you guys provided me with a platform that I wouldn't usually use because I have never streamed in my life. So I've had a lot of fun. I really like the atmosphere you guys provide and what you do. So thank you for inviting me and having like 3 hours of speaking about gachas and Molingo and toys.
All
Yeah, I
right.
had a lot of fun as well.
We are going to keep the love going. There was a Temtem streamer I was watching the other day. It's pretty cool, and we'll raid and Kohai, and we'll get out of here. Thank you everybody for listening. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Just be sure to send hype and love, everybody. Just lots of hype when we get in there. This is probably gonna freak this person out.
No, he's cool. I was watching him the other day. He's really chill as he's like learning the game. Oh, that's fair. I didn't think about that.
Is gonna freak him out.
Oh well. I'm gonna